Hello, everybody. Hello and welcome. It's been a long time here. Welcome, everybody. How are you all doing? Uh, excuse me. Let me sneeze. Just gonna wait for a few seconds for others to join us. Guys, if you can hear me, please do let me know in the comment section. We really appreciate it. Please like and share as well. Oh, hello, Abby. Hello, that Chucky. Hey, these are my real fan people. How are you? I'm very well, thank you, that Chucky. Abby, I am back. I just came back from work, and I'm not back to work till next week Wednesday. So you guys will see my face 5 times a day from today. Welcome, everybody. It's strange how Abby entered and then that Chucky entered. Hello, Top Flock. How are you? Good to see everybody here. Good to see everybody here. Hello and welcome. You guys know I am here for Basbos. I am not here to come and be rubbing somebody hand on their head. No, I'm not about to do that. I am not about to do that, guys. Come in, like and share while I get my notes ready. You guys know. Hello, Sister Lola. I believe you are a sister. I think this is the first time I'm seeing you here. If you're new, you are welcome. Me, according to that post I posted, that I am ready for Wawulens. I am ready for Wawulens. So guys, please like and share. I'm just going to wait for others to join us. Hello, Idara, my brother sister. I know you guys have missed me. Even me, I've missed all of you. Even me, I know I have missed all of you. Like I was at work today now. Like I can't wait to get back to doing this because I enjoy even being here more than all the sit down videos. So before we get started, guys, you all know that apart from being a nurse and apart from being here on YouTube, I have a small side also that I do. And I really appreciate it, guys, if you support me. Christmas period is when those of us who sell gift items like scented candles and stuff like that. So my website, if you look at the banner underneath the image of Daddy Freeze here, you'll see my website there. Please support a small business, support my business, please. Anytime I introduce myself. Hello, CC, welcome. Anytime I introduce myself as that number 5, also known as CMO5 Candle Co. I have a side base also where I sell everything: home fragrances, scented candles, wax melt, room spray. So guys, please go support me and support small business, share, and I really appreciate it. Welcome, everybody. So how have you all been? I see all the real fam in here, and I love you guys. The kind of chat, I was at work today and I almost got caught because I was not allowed my phone. I almost got caught, but I just can't do away from the real fam. Anyway, guys, so before we get started, I just want to say a big shout out to Auntie B's book again. If you're yet to buy this book, please, you don't have to be an imported wife we need money. Oh yes, so Sunday we need money. So this Auntie B's book, please, if you're yet to please like and thumbs up as you comment. So this book by Auntie B, please, if you've not yet bought it, go buy it. Go buy. Welcome, everybody. I see you. Go buy this book. I was quite skeptical at first. Like, I bought this book and it took me a week before I started reading it. And apparently, imported wives, we all know how Auntie B described imported wives. Women whose husband brought them to diaspora. Women whose husband brought them to Obodo Oyinbo. When I read part 1 of this book, hello Martins, welcome. When I read part 1 of this book, it got me thinking. Yes, it got me thinking, and it got me thinking about my 20 years of marriage. Yes. And then I went on to part 2, and I was like, bele. And I went on to part 3, chapter 3, and I was like, Lobaton, chapter 4, chapter 5, chapter 6. I am currently on chapter 7. And I was like, this book, you don't necessarily have to be an imported wife. Like, you don't have to be a woman or a wife whose husband brought from Nigeria to diaspora. The real truth in this book is that There are some women who came into this country with their husband the same day, but are living the lives of an imported wife. So what am I saying? For example, me and my husband, we came together into the UK the same time. But people like that in my shoes are actually living the life of a woman who was brought to diaspora by their husband. So Auntie B, please, if you come across this video, you need to write us, you need to go back to the publisher. You need to go and write another book of how women whose husband and couple who came to the UK together at the same time and are living the life of an imported wife. You need to please, you need to let us know how to maneuver that kind of a life. Me too, I am on that scale. Me too, I must confess, I am on that scale. There are some women who are in the marriages but are not imported wives, but are living the life of an imported wife. So guys, I'm not going to say more than that. Go buy this book. It's cheap, £20. In fact, my sister said I should bring this book to her when I'm coming to Nigeria. So with that being said, shout out to Auntie B for that. Welcome everybody. Uncle Patrick Ekalesa, welcome sir. Vivian V, I see you. Sunday, I see you. I see you everybody. But Uncle Patrick said about Vaikusha, no think of your marriage. Leave my brother alone. No side that I beg. I'm writing imported husband. Uncle Patrick, Temi Yemi. But then, yes, so Auntie B needs to write a book on women who came into the UK with their husband but are actually living the life of an imported wife. Auntie B, please, somebody should help me cut this part and send it to Auntie B. So, welcome everybody. Let's go into the grass goes that is on ground. I am here to talk about Daddy Freeze, aka, what's his name again? Let me go and find out Daddy Freeze's real name. Please, so if you not sabi Daddy Freeze's real name, let me drop it in the comment section. Daddy Freeze real name. I'm googling on my phone. Ifedayo Olarinde. Ifedayo Olarinde. Ifedayo Olarinde. That is Daddy Freeze's name. Real name is a Yoruba man. And how old is Daddy Freeze? So that I will know how to be putting respect when I'm talking about it. Because people like, oh, is he your mate? Is he your mate? How old is Daddy Freeze? Daddy Freeze is 49 years old. So Baba is like 7 years my senior. Okay, that's not bad. Baba is educated, he's a radio man, so he knows when we are doing stuff like this, who respect help. So they said, number 5 is on energy. Welcome everybody. I am not ignoring you guys. I see you all. Half Yoruba, half Greek, yes. His dad is a Ibadan man, if I'm not mistaken. So that's why I said he's a Yoruba man, because Babalo Lomo, no. So Daddy Freeze, you all know how I feel about Daddy Freeze. In case some of you might not know, Janet, you welcome. I see you guys all. You guys might not know how I feel about Daddy Freeze. I've been watching Daddy Freeze now for about 5 years. The first time I saw his show was when he was speaking bitterly about his ex-wife. And I was like, what could your wife have done to you that you are speaking like this about her? And then I'll go to his channel. I don't drop comments. I will just, and if you guys notice, so I've done some live streaming in the past where I have referred to him like, come, the kind of Daddy Freeze, come and watch you, you know. I don't agree with a lot of what he does on his channel. And why is that? As a learned man, I believe that he knows better. And obviously he's now a pastor. So, and then it was on his page that I came across the talk of men should not bring their wives to diaspora. Men should not bring their wives abroad, because there are some men who have the same mentality as him against women whose husband brought from Nigeria to diaspora, saying that, oh, now that kind of women where husband bring them come abroad, now that kind of woman they cheat past. Now women where husband bring come from Nigeria, now them they cheat past for this country. It was from Daddy Freeze's show. When I've only been on YouTube for 4 years now. It was on his show that I heard that. And I was like, what's this man talking about? And yes, when he talks about topics like that, men of his caliber, men of his thinking, always rush. You will see them. They will queue. They will be queuing to go live with him. And I will be so triggered watching him. But then there have been a few times I've done videos where I have, thrown my own jibe at him. Yes, he's a 49-year-old man, but at the end of the day, age is not wisdom. Respectfully, I'm saying this. And with that being said, I've got a printout on the latest interview that I did. And I was surprised, like, Chud, with life with Chud, you are a rich man, Chud. You have been on this YouTube for a very long time. You now decided to put that your long podcast with Daddy Freeze. You now decide to put it on member only. So now only your member only help you grow for this YouTube abi that you now decide to put it at only member only. Now member only will be able to watch the main cocoa of the interview. You are now asking us to go and subscribe to your page. At one time, I wanted to watch the Ekwele story one time, and I went to his channel. I almost subscribed to pay to watch, but I was like, why should I watch? Because the news is out there anyway. You have to pay subscription of £15 or 20 something pound on his website to watch any of those podcasts is made private. Like, we should, like, why do that? Why do that to us? It's not fair. And that the Freeze is a rich man as well. So he also monetized that interview. This is somebody who will jump on everybody and anyone's story. Pop my money gone! Pop my money gone! Oh yeah, as na dey here, more na dey pop me super chat. I want to be Daddy Freeze tonight. He's always like, pop my money gone. Most of his interviews are members only. Maybe that was why I don't gravitate towards his channel, Happy. Except a few at times when I see. But I have one app that no matter how your story be, if you don't want people to download your videos, I have an app that will give me all the summary of that video. But I'm not going to share it. If you want to hear, you know that. If you want to know that app, DM me. I'll let you know. Pop my money gun. Pop my money gun. Pop my money gun. When he's talking about other people's matter, pop my money gun. People will see the way I'm reading your comments. That the Freeze will never read anybody. Will never give her money before on this channel. He will never read your comments. Even if he reads your comments, he will not call your name. See the way I'm saying, that Chucky say ladies first. Abioya, learn more. Thank you, Janet G. Hey, Janet G is already popping the money gun. Popping gun. So if you go on to Daddy Freeze's show, if you drop a comment, if he catches your comments, he will read it, but it will not mention the name. I think it's trying not to give you popularity so that people will not go and find you. The ones that are giving money are the ones, maybe whoever gives him money, but whoever pops him money, he calls their name. And yes, this channel, you all know how we used to do stuff for sub then. Now we are almost at 25,000. It is because people know that there are some things that they gravitate towards on my channel here. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect though. I am not. So, Daddy Freeze is a very controversial man. And he dives into controversial topics. And I think that the recent interview that May Yul Edochie did, I think that the Freeze need to go and learn some lessons from May Yul Edochie. If you guys agree with me, let me know in the comment section. May did an interview recently. I am still here to digest that interview because I've been watching small, but I've seen the main channel where I'm going to go and farabale what the interview that May did. That the Freeze need to go and learn some lessons from May Yul Edochie. My beautiful honey baby, welcome. How are you? I see you guys. Please like and share as a comment. So what are we talking about here? I've got my notes here. So that the Freeze did an interview or a podcast with that the Freeze did was on a podcast with Chud. And yes, people like us that we are not members. We can't watch. You only allowed us. Biba, welcome. I see you all. Abby, let him block me. I will enter with another account. I will go to Wale with another account. I've done other videos where I've called him in the past. Obviously, they see me. You don't see me as anybody, so that's why he's never replied. If Daddy Freeze reply me, I will do Thanksgiving that day. So he did. He's a very controversial person. He talks about controversial topics, especially, in my own opinion, most of his chats or most of his interviews. Men who come onto those shows are men who don't regard women. And that's my opinion. You might not agree with me. So I've been on the show a few times where I got triggered. And yesterday where he was on a live stream, and we're going to touch on that. He did a live stream where he was reacting to how people were reacting to his interview. And he gets triggered when people speak about him. But then he carries torchlights, ring light, and he dissects people's stories. Yes, he makes money from it. So he did that interview, and like I said, he dissects people's topic. He talks about everybody. In fact, even this May Yul Edochie interview that May just did, he already set a ring light yesterday. So He was interviewed. He was on a podcast with Chudi, and yes, like I said, the first time I heard of Daddy Freeze was when he was talking bitterly about his ex-wife. And I'm going to avoid playing any of his video because it might come across this video, or some of the people will like him. Thank you, Dachoki. Some of his fans might cut part of my video and go maybe forward it to him, and he might come. If you see any of his video for my channel, if he can't go copyright me, I mean, if he go slander me, I mean, if he go slap me with YouTube copyright. So I'm gonna avoid playing any of his video, but I'm sure most of you have seen that podcast. So, and I've got, like I said, I've got an app that gives me a summary of everything he discussed in that 40 minutes interview, and we're going to be going through them one by one. I'm going to be reading them, and we'll be going through them one by one. Please thumbs up. Please thumbs up. Abby is our CEO. For Abby, I've missed you so much. I've missed calling your name. I've missed my baby Abby so much. So, like I said, Daddy Freeze is a very controversial man. It talks about controversial things, and like I said, in my own opinion, like I said, some of the things I'm going to be saying here, you might not agree with me. I mean, I drop bass, I'm not fearful of anybody. I will drop the bass here. You put your matter there in the public. You have allowed us, people with different opinions, to come and put our opinion. So this is my opinion I'm going to put out here, okay? So, like I said, based on that interview he did with Chudi, the first thing was that obviously he started, like, I'm going to start with the way my app has said it to me, okay? We live in so according to how my app has scheduled or is worded how to title this video or whatever, it says that Christ is a Lucifer. Somewhere in his article, in his video, he spoke about how Christ is a Lucifer, and he dived into religion, hypocrisy, and personal struggles. So his personal struggles I'm going to refer to here is marriage, and is married to his ex-wife, and obviously he's currently married now. That Chucky, I have missed you too, because you're always giving my hubby basbos. Yes, Janet G, Abby abandoned me. She abandoned me, and it's not fair. She abandoned a big sister. Hello, Sister Yinku's Pepe Talks. Welcome, my beautiful sister. I love your voice when you speak. You're welcome, my beautiful sister. Welcome, 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 welcome. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not ignoring you, but let's dive into this topic, okay? I'm here for you guys. We can be here for 5 hours. I have time. Like I told you guys, I am off for 6 days. Okay? I am off for 6 days. If you want me to do live stream every 2 hours, I am ready. I am ready. So let's get going. So my note said, we live in a world saturated with information, opinions, and seemingly endless streams of content. Okay? But how often do we truly pause to reflect on the deeper issues that shape our lives and societies? This article, this video on Daddy Freeze delves into a thought-provoking discussion that touches on religion, personal struggles, societal hypocrisy, and the search for meaning in a complex world. Prepare to have your perspectives challenged. Yes, we're going to be challenging each other tonight. So number one, it spoke about, Daddy Freeze was the first person I heard actually speaking about pastors. Obviously, he started with the paradox of prosperity preachers. Yes, nowadays, we have pastors who are now preaching about prosperity. They are no longer preaching about how you are going to enter heaven. We now have pastors that are now watching to be sure if you wear bra, enter church. Guys, I'm sure some of you saw that video where a pastor was saying to ushers how you can observe a woman or a lady who is not wearing bra in a church. We have pastors like that now. We have a pastor who practically told us that men are not to provide for their family. And this pastor recently wedded his wife. Oh, tell me, if he was not making money, do you think his wife would be? Do you think his wife would be Mommy Gio? If he's not making money from motivational talks, from all those kind of talk of men are not meant to be provided, men are not meant to be buying, men are not meant to be giving you transport money if you want to go and visit them. Be as a woman, how were you living your life before you met the man? Blah 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 blah. All that kind of a talk. So it spoke about that, about pastors talking about preaching about prosperity. They're no longer preaching on how we can live a good life so that we will enter heaven. He spoke about that. So according to he started with, we don't have the prosperity, but we have prosperity preachers. Okay, this I like. He's also a prosperity preacher because he's a pastor who likes wristwatch. He's a collector, is a expensive wristwatch collector. I'm sure you guys can agree with me. He likes fast cars. In the time of Jesus, Jesus was walking with salubata. You know all those salubata, all those olden day shoes. That was the kind of shoe that Jesus wore. But his own kind of pastor, he likes designer. He likes wearing, correct designer wristwatches. He likes fast cars. He likes going on luxury holidays. You guys know, okay? So, we don't have it, but we have prosperity preachers. This highlights a critical disconnect between the promises of religious leaders and the realities faced by their congregations. Are these preachers genuinely serving their communities, or are they simply profiting from faith and hope? In my own opinion, that's what they're doing. You can form yours. This set a stage for a broader examination of the role of religion in contemporary society. I'm sure you can agree. All of Nigerian pastors now, you see them, their designer shoes, their designer suit, their haircut. Last one, you do know how much they are paying their barbers to barb their hair for them. Only God knows how much they are spending on perfume or cufflinks. Prosperity pastors, that's what we have now in Nigeria. So those of you that are saying your pastor is your daddy G, daddy that, find God yourself. Find and know God yourself. Daddy Freeze is the pastor of the free. Is he pastor of the free Sheeples? If I'm not mistaken, please guys correct me in the comment section. So he went on to speak about Christ is a Lucifer, challenging conventional beliefs. Yes, I think it was from Daddy Freeze's channel that I heard about that we should not be paying tithes. And yes, I struggle with that. But Bible says Malachi chapter 3 verse 8 that we should, if I'm not mistaken, at least I know that part of the Bible that is struck into my head from when I was a child, that you must pay your tithes. In fact, there's a Yoruba song, Malaki oriketa esekejo de kejila ohun lo we funi sonda meware. That is Malachi chapter 3 verse 8 says that you should pay your tithe. Thou shalt not eat your tithes. Go and read it. I don't have a Bible here. So, like I said, I think it was on his channel that I heard about him preaching about the fact that you should not pay tithes. Rather than you paying tithes, you should go use this, go and do charity stuff. Like, you should not really be paying, because at the end of the day, allegedly, the tithes you are paying to all these pastors, they are using it to fatten up. They're using it to look after their children. They are using it to do big life gambles. At the end of the day, you are enriching your pastors. Look at some churches in Nigeria today who have international private schools. Their members' children cannot attend that church because why? They cannot afford to send their children there. Please tell me, are they doing the work of God? That's for you to answer in your own quiet moments. So it goes on to say, one of the most striking statements in the discussion is the assertion that Christ is a Lucifer, according to Daddy Freeze. This bold claim stems from a deep dive into biblical text, specifically the Latin Vulgate. The preacher points out that the word Lucifer was used in the Latin Bible to refer to Christ, a fact often overlooked or deliberately obscured in modern translations. This revelation challenges conventional interpretations of scripture and raises questions about the historical evolution of religious doctrine. He went on to talk about the Latin Vulgate and Lucifer, and he referenced 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 19 and other verses where Lucifer appears. He also went on to, in terms of discrepancies when people are actually translating the Bible. He knows that later English translations often replace Lucifer with terms like Daystar. Me, I never heard that before. People say, yes, so find God and know yourself. Your personal relationship, exactly, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Martins, please, we are starting from somewhere. When he was on Trudy podcast, he started from somewhere, right? So let's start from where he started. You just have to maybe pour yourself a glass of beer, and be eating biscuits, guguru, while we get there. On this channel, we don't rush. We take our time. We dissect things so that they will not talk say, but that was not what he said now. That was not what he said. So he went on to talk about, obviously, that's a religious part of the conversation. And then he went on to speak about the Pope's Easter Mass. He analyzed the use of Lucy, whatever that means, in the Pope's Easter. Me, I was raised an Anglican. Yes, my parents are Anglican, even till now. And in Scotland, if I find an Anglican church tomorrow, I will sharply move to an Anglican church tomorrow. There's no Anglican church in Scotland. That's why I have ended up in a Pentecostal church. In my own opinion, I am not a fan of Pentecostal churches. I am not a fan of Pentecostal church. Maybe because I was born, bred, and raised in an African in an Anglican church. So other churches I'm not, but yes, the most important thing is that you know and have a personal relationship with God. Me sit down here. I used to go to church back to back. In the past 2 years, I used to go to, like, in the most of my life that I've been in Scotland, I go to church back to back. But in the last 2 years, something shifted in me, and I don't go as often as I used to anymore. It's not because maybe somebody did anything to me in church. Oh, no. I used to go to church back to back, but in the last 2 years, something shifted, and maybe I'll just go once or twice a month now, because I've noticed that I would rather build that personal relationship with God than go for the purpose of going because of somebody. So we're not going to talk about that. So now we're going to go into the section where he spoke about the weight of personal struggles. This is the cocoa that I'm interested in. Before we dive into that part of the marriage, it was on a live stream yesterday. He did a live stream reacting to what people are saying. So he got triggered about the comments and opinions. And I was surprised that when Chudi did drop that video, a lot of bloggers on Instagram, they were not sharing that podcast. And I was wondering why. Is it because they don't want Daddy Freeze to carry their matter for her like Guguru? Guys, can you agree with me? Because when I saw that podcast from Richard, I was surprised that why are bloggers, the like of Gistlover, the likes of Gossip Mill, the likes of all of those Notundi Headnut, all of them, none of them reposted that video or that podcast. And I was like, come, why are these people shying away from reposting the video that Daddy Freeze did? Is that the kind of loyalty they have towards Daddy Freeze that they decide not to repost? Even here on YouTube, not a lot of people spoke about it. I was super glad when Uncle Beno, obviously, did something towards it. But I was at work, but I rewatched later again. And I was surprised that why are gossip pages not talking about this interview that Daddy Freeze did with Chud? Why? So is it that they aware Daddy Freeze I don't know, loyalty? That's why they've not spoken about it. Abi Yomi. Maybe they're afraid of him. But I was surprised, unlike, for instance, look at anything with y'all now. Everybody, look at that Pastor Kingsley Okonkwo. When you talk about men are not supposed to provide for their family, everybody, bass. But Daddy Freeze, a controversial person who is always carrying ring light into everybody's matter, nobody was talking about that interview. And I was like, what the hell is going on? Or has he already reached out to these people and they've already allegedly reached a conclusion or an agreement with him that they were not going to, say anything? Guys, let me know if you observe that. So now it was on. So like I said, yesterday he had a live stream where he was reacting to some people's opinion about that interview he did, and I believe that he got triggered. And I'm sure I met Abby in the chats, and I think I was dropping my comments, and I was chatting with Abby. Abby was like, hey, that 105, you will get blocked the way Bobrisky blocks you. So he went on talking about his ex-wife, about what happened. And I'm sure most of you have seen it. I've seen that video. So last night, it was live again. Like I said, it was reacting to people's opinion. And I dropped a comment because it said something about, I told my ex that if you will not allow me to see these children, I will not pay school fees. And the wife too, yes, he agreed, both of them, they are goats. They get stubborn, they are stubborn head. Agreed. Both of them said, the wife too said, you're not going to see these children. And he also said, if you're not going to allow me to see the children, I will not pay school fees. And I believe I dropped a comment that a typical African man, that is what a typical African man would do. In fact, a typical Nigerian man, assuming that wife, your ex-wife, is not a woman who has money or who has something doing for herself, she will have succumbed to your willpower to say, okay, she will have succumbed to what you want. That, okay, this is how it's going to be. I will only do this if I see my children. And I think that was line it was going, and I'll drop a comment that comes. So you punish those children because your wife did not back down to you. So the wife refused to back down. The wife refused to allow him see the children. And what did he do in return? He refused paying school fees for the kids you and the woman brought into this world. Those children never asked to be brought into this world. So, in my own opinion, the comment I dropped was that he refused to pay the school fees of the children you brought into this world, mainly because you punish your children because of your ex-wife. At the end of the day, when a marriage don't work, should you punish the children? Those children never asked to be born. Regardless of what your ex-wife could have done to you, you shouldn't have taken it out on them. Because your wife, yes, both of you are stubborn. Because your wife did not back down to what you want. What did you do? The typical Nigerian man. Yes, when relationship break down, as in an African home or in a Nigerian home, the man will always do something to punish the woman so that either for her to stay or to leave and leave the children behind. Guys, you can disagree with me in the comment section if that's not true. A typical African man, if the relationship or if the marriage no longer works, they either do something to make the woman go and then leave the children behind, or the woman decides to stay because yes, the woman has nothing doing. And hence why I always advocate on my channel that as a woman, if you are in a relationship now and you're dating to get married, if you don't have a job, if you don't have a source of income, you have no business getting married. You have no business getting married if you have no job, if you have no skills that can fetch you money. You have no business getting married. And I'm saying this because I know it for a fact. So that was what he said in his interview with Jude. And then yesterday, I said in that opinion that so you wanted to because your wife did not back down to you, you decided to punish her by not paying the school fees of your children, and that's typical of an African man, of a Nigerian man. You're punishing your wife because you're punishing your children because you want to get back at your wife, ex-wife. And yes, this man has always spoken about his ex-wife. I've not seen any interview. I don't even know what his ex-wife looked like. I've not seen any interview since I've been on YouTube that his ex-wife did. But please, guys, if there's any, please feel free to send it to me with my DM. I'll go look into the video and I'll be back here, to address it. But since I came across that the phrase, there's no time he did a show that he has never, ever spoken about his ex-wife. And I don't know how his current wife is so comfortable listening to her husband always going on and on and on about his ex-wife. I don't know. And I've always said is that when a relationship breaks down, I don't believe in the idea that the woman should go with the children. I don't believe in such idea because at the end of the day, it takes two to tango. You both made those children. If the relationship breaks down and you have to go on your own, allow the man into the life of the children. Allow him pay fees. Allow him see them. Allow him take part of the responsibility because at the end of the day, no carry those children come from your papa house. So why should you be the only person catering to the life of those children because the marriage went sour? He's the father. And as a woman, when those children grow older, they become better citizens. They are making big bucks. You, the woman, you would think that you might be able to coerce those children not to spend on their father. You'll be shocked that the children might not even listen to you. They might not even regard the fact that, oh yes, you looked after them. You were the one who looked after them to where they are today. You'll be shocked that before your own children even buy you a house, they will have bought a house for that father whom you do not allow to see them. Hence why I've always kicked against if a relationship breaks down, both parties should be involved in the life of that children. Hence why I always say in the case of Sophia Momodu that I don't support the fact that Sophia wants to solely look after Imade. Davido is capable, he has money. Why do you want to solely look after her when she has a loaded father? Allow him in the life of his daughter. Let him take the share of his own responsibility. And also, Nigerian men are of the opinion that when a relationship is breaking down, when they are breaking down with their exes, that the woman is always going about poisoning the mind of the children. No, because at the end of the day, these children see everything going on. They might not understand. They see everything going on. They see everything going on. The mother, your ex-wife or the ex-husband, does not have to tell the children anything negative about either of you. Because why? They might be young, but they see everything. It's only when they grow older, when they mix with other people, those things they saw then will now start making sense to them. And they will now sit down. That is when they will now form whatever opinion they want to form about you, the father, and the mother. So all this their mother told them something about me. Put it out of your mind. If you are a good father, there's no need for you to be worried about what their mother is telling them, because those children, they're not going to remain a child forever. They are going to grow. They are going to grow. And those things they saw, they heard, when they grow older, I need to more see one. It will make sense to them as they grow older. And also from his live stream last night, I watched for about half an hour before I had to give myself brain, because yes, I don't want to get blocking ball. So he went on saying that is, according to him, before he went off his live stream to go watch Uncle Beno, he said, I am always right. He said in his own world, he is always right. Guys, I beg to differ with that statement. He said in his own world, he is always right. Mr. Man, no, you're not always right. You're not right in any way. Like I said, those children, you refuse to pay their school fees. Your ex-wife did not bring them from her father's house. I don't care how sour. Yes, you explained how, she went about, stuff, how she ruined your career, blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, if you truly love those children, you will fight for them. If those children mean the world to you, that's why I always say that when a relationship breaks down, men move on really quick. And yes, that the Fizz is an example of that. Why? Because he mentioned it in his video. He said he already moved on. He was already seeing another woman. He was not willing to go after his children because why? There was another woman already in his life. He already moved on because he can sharply get that other woman belle, give him belle. The children where the ex-wife no want to see, he can easily make that with another woman, which is not so straightforward when a woman lives with children. A woman who, I don't know how many children his ex-wife had for him. Let's say, for example, this woman left with 3 children and he refused to pay school fees. He wasn't bothered because the wife said, no, I'm not allowing you to see the children. According to him, he's already moved on because he's already moved on with another woman. He knew he could carry a young woman and get her belle, give her belle, and have more children. But that is not going to be the same for the woman because the woman is laden with the responsibility of 3 children. And no sane woman in her sane mind will leave a marriage with 3 children and wants to jump onto another man and start having babies. And like these things I'm saying, you don't have to agree with me. So now, he's now talking. I'm of the opinion that I think those children are not in his life and he's not in those children's life. But I don't know the ages of those children, but at the freeze, like I said, you need to go and take lessons from Queen May. You don't need all this every AK market day. Like I said, there's no life in that the fish does that he doesn't talk about his ex-wife. And I don't understand. I don't know how his current wife, feels so comfortable hearing him over and over every other time on his shows talking about his ex-wife. I don't understand. If that was me, I would not be comfortable with that. Because if you keep talking about your ex-wife, it probably means you've not gotten over her. It probably means you're probably getting information allegedly about her that's making it feel like if, oh, even though I did not pay school fees, this woman is still doing lots of things even without me. That's how I feel. That the freeze has not healed allegedly from his previous marriage. Or maybe he gets some people where they give information about his ex-wife. The ex-wife is doing well. The children are doing well. He's probably maybe getting info allegedly about those children. Which means that no time when he do live stream like this, he must talk about the ex. The thing my ex-wife show me. The thing my ex-wife show me. The thing my ex-wife show me. I understand he's a Yoruba man. So Yoruba men talk a lot. But for an academic, for a pastor, for a learned man who has been, well, he's a radio man. So radio man, they talk well. And I want to believe that, like that, the freeze. You said you've already moved on with another woman. You already have that. You already have baby freeze. You have baby freeze. But you still keep talking about your ex-wife. A few times I've watched him speak about his ex, he said not so good things about her. But then, like I said, how is his current wife so comfortable? He listened to him at times, most of the time, speak about his ex-wife. And also, if you are not in the life of those children, what you're doing right now is not going to gain you, it's not going to put you in the good books of those children, because like I said, I don't know the ages of those kids, but they know better. I'm not perfect, though. I am not claiming to know all, though. I'm coming in the fact that you've not moved on. Because if you've moved on, I don't see why you're talking about your ex-wife all the time. Yes, you're a radio man. We know other people that talk about radio. We know about other radio people. We know about people in radio with failed relationships. How many times have they come out to come and talk about their exes? And if you think that bad mouthing her, she did this. Even one of my uncle told me then, ìyàwó mi fẹ́ sọ my one uncle that I listened to told me, ìyàwó yẹn fẹ́ sọ di ẹdun arinlẹ̀. That is, an elderly man like that, uncle like that, was telling him that his wife wants to turn him to some nothing. You say that in the public, and you think your children will not hear that, and you're trying to get back into their freaking life? Tell me how you want to do that. Exactly, Sissy. Tell me how you want to do that. You come onto social media, you say those things about their mother. Like I said, I don't know if you're in their life or not. Let's assume, this is an assumption, let's assume that you're not in those children's life, or you don't communicate with them. Do you think the way you're going right now is the way to get into their life? Who knows? Maybe you don't even, like I said, the children that you don't even pay school fees for, why would you want to be in their life? Wow, I don't even think they welcome Sir Papi. I don't even think those children will want you in their life. But then, like I said, that the freeze, you need to go and take lessons from me. You've said enough about your ex-wife. Let it rest. And your current wife, like I said, I don't know how she's comfortable with the way you go on and on and on and on about her. Kilo de? Anyway, I digress. I have finished ranting. Yes. So, according to him, they were young. It was a young marriage. He married at 24, admitting they had no business getting married. Then, 24 is a responsible age. And what really happened? Then and the woman get belle. That was what actually led to him marrying her. Because according to him, if belle no day, he probably did not have the intention of getting married to her. Some of us that were born in maybe the age made in the generation of Daddy Freeze, some of the people that were born in the generation of Daddy Freeze, then if you give woman belle, you must to marry her. You must to marry him. My husband was born in the generation of Daddy Freeze. So people who are 49, 50 years old, 51 now, they were all born in that same era. So during that era, you give person belle, you never marry, but you give him belle, and the Nakademus, you give him belle, you must to marry him. So that was what happened. You were not ready for that responsibility, but you were Nakademusing without rubber, and it turned to belle, and you said both of you had no business getting married. How did both of you had no business getting married when you were Nakademusing each other? You married at 24. You go school now, you read book well. You know to wear rubber if you don't want to make it turn to belle. So he was practically saying that if not for the fact that he got her pregnant, he wouldn't have married her. That was what he was saying. Shola, yeah, anyway, your mama na mad woman. What do you think, Daru? Abby, please let me remove all this stupid, this Egypt dingbats. So he went on to say, like I said, pregnancy as a factor. He reveals that his ex-wife's pregnancy influenced the decision to marry. So apparently, he wouldn't have married her. So you were Nakademusing her, but you don't have the intention of getting married to her. So if she'd not gotten pregnant, you wouldn't have married her. You keep Nakademusing her. Your story will have been a story of maybe you had more than one woman in your life, allegedly. You were Nakademusing her. Maybe there was somebody else you had in mind of marrying, So apparently it was because your ex got pregnant. That was why you got married to her. That was what happened. That, yeah, so parents like, you give her belly, oh yeah, it's a must you marry. I'm sure both of you will agree with me. So I'm going to quickly rush this part so that I can drop the link in the comment section so you guys can drop your opinion. I've ranted enough. I've said what I have to say. We went on to say that both of them were damaged people. Ow. That the phrase, you are not perfect. The way you come across as if you've not contributed to what happened in how your marriage ended. I wish your ex-wife can also come out here and say all you've all said as well. I wish she could also come out here and debunk all you have said, but I don't think she would. I don't think she's going to do that. But that is for the sake of your grown children. And I've seen comments of people that say that, but the woman that you married to now, I'm not disrespecting your wife in any way, but she too, she came with children, but you are looking after her children. No be money they spend on top children wey no be you but father them. So you were not willing to pay the school fees of your own children because their mother did not agree to whatever it is that you want, allegedly. Like, make it make sense. You're a Yoruba man. And like I said, that behavior is typical of a proper Yoruba Nigerian man. But maybe not Yoruba, but proper African man. I have seen, while I was growing up, I've seen marriages break down. And yes, an African man will want to punish the woman for leaving or for leaving him. Yeah, an African man will want to revenge. Saying, famously, you suffer with those children. Why? You both brought those children into the world. Why do you think it's okay because the woman was not willing to do your bidding, you decide to punish her? And then the children in and then there was a video of him I saw saying that if his 16-year-old daughter gets pregnant, now to terminate her. If your daughter was born in the era of you, that the phrase, yo, na person wey give am belle go marry am. Na person wey give am belle go marry am. But yes, we are in an age where, yes, things have changed. Let's move on. So he said they were both damaged people. He described their union as one between two individuals with unresolved issues. So that the phrase, I will have, obviously, we know if you watch the full interview where Chudi did. Maybe you explained what the unresolved issues were. I would love to know what unresolved issues you have in your life, that the phrase. Maybe if you give us the unresolved issues publicly, we might be able to understand your own input in how your relationship ended with your ex-wife and how you are still so bittered that you can't stop talking about her. Exactly, Joy Yomi Kitchen. Paying school fees for, because I would imagine that, yes, you're going to be looking after baby Freeze's other siblings. Not be your ex-wife, not be your wife only going to pay their school fees now. You still do daddy duties. I remember there was a video of you watching that your daughter was going to go see jam or something. You have to drive very early to something. That is daddy duties. Something that you should be doing in the lives of your children as well. But you've left that role to their mother alone. That's not what I will never do that too. If I decide to go my separate ways with my husband tomorrow, I've got 5 children. He's going to put his head, because I did not bring those children from my father's house. He has to take responsibility of them as well. He has to. Mi ò kọ́mọ kankan wá láti ilé bàbá mi. I did not bring any children from my father's house. So that's why I'm of the opinion that when relationships are about to break, or when relationship breaks and there are children, both party has to be involved. They have to be. They have to be. I don't agree with the woman going away and blocking the access of the man. No, I don't agree. So it will be lovely to know what unresolved, because you've been talking about your ex-wife, your marriage, your ex-marriage, your marriage to your ex. It will be lovely to know what unresolved issues you have in your life, that the phrase. Maybe it will help us understand better why you decide to punish your wife by not paying the school fees of the children you both made together. I rest my case in regards to that. And then he spoke about being, estranged from his children, saying that he hasn't seen his children in over 7 years. Like I said, I don't know the ages of his children. So he said he hasn't seen them in over 7 years due to a bitter dispute over school fees and custody. Over school fees. Something that you shouldn't even think twice. You're a learned man. Where you are today, I'm sure your parents contributed to it. Don't you want your children, or the first set of children you ever have in your life, don't you want them to be a better citizen? Don't you want those children to grow up, even though, yes, maybe you are not a part of their lives? Don't you want them to be able to say, despite the fact that mom and dad did not get along, dad was still providing for our needs? Would that not even make you the happiest man on earth if your children are saying that today? That despite their differences, when I ask dad for a mobile phone, it provides. When I ask dad for my driving lesson fees, it provides. When I ask dad for this, when I ask dad for that, it provides. How joyful will that not? How happy will that make you if your children can come out tomorrow and say, "Oh, this is despite the fact that my mom and dad are no longer together, dad was still doing this." I would love to hear that from my children if tomorrow I go separate with my husband. I would want to hear that. Daddy Freeze, how proud can you be that if your children were to come out today, how proud can you be, or how confident can you be to say they will have something positive to say about you or how you've contributed into their lives? Abby said, I think is the issue with this. That's why I said maybe it would be lovely if he apparently he was saying sometimes on Honest Podcast that his dad married two wives. Is the father is a polygamy man as well, and the marriage that he did not work or something. So his father also had two wives. So he's also from a polygamous home. So like I said, it would make sense if he could share his own. Obviously, his ex-wife is not speaking to the public now. It would be lovely if that the priest could let us know what unresolved issues he has in his life. Okay. So he said he hasn't seen his children in about, somebody said, 10 years over school bitter dispute over school fees and custody. And we all know, those of you that are just giving birth now, I pity you. The amount of school fees you'll be paying. Those of you that are just in the general, just starting your life, no, having children, I pity you guys. How? Because school fees is not cheap in Nigeria. School fees is not cheap. And you know that. And a man of your caliber, the kind of man that you are, the kind of people that you move with, it's like people in your circle, you know, not the follow yourself talk correct matter. Why did I say so? That the first frolic is almost every societal, whoever society celebrity in Nigeria. But none of them could speak to you to go freaking be in the life of your children. At least pick up their bills. You frolic with the big men in Nigeria. When you go to parties, you shake hands. I don't want to believe that these people don't know your story, but none of them have been able to advise you and say, oh man, go and be in the life of your children, whether you like them or not. You used your own two hands to allegedly throw away your children. Same thing, you move with Cubana chief priest. That one too, allegedly, you go Nicodemus Kenyan girl. All of you are just packing yourself all together. You know they follow yourself talk correct matter. And that Kenyan one, I'm so of the opinion that there is no way a woman you've never met before will come out and say that you impregnated her. I don't want to believe that that one is just talking for talking's sake. Because how can somebody, you say you've never met her before, but then she came out to tell you that this is her, and then you now go and do a TV interview with that guy that did BBN thing, that hosts BBN, to say that this is just a target against my marriage. Me and my wife, we are not just husband and wife, we are business partners. What freaking fucking business partners are you? So you've never met her before. Is a target against your marriage. She could have contacted your friends to reach out to you, but you've never met her before. They play. Let's move on. He spoke about his regret and pain. He expresses regret over his actions and the pain of being separated from his children, stating, My only pain is marriage no work. Yes, marriage is not a do or die affair. But what about the fruits that that marriage yielded? Does it mean that you don't give a flying F about them? Does it mean you don't care? Why? Because you've already started another family. The first ever children you've ever given birth to in your life. Your marriage did not work. And then what happens? You forget all about them. Oh, Mother Daddy Freeze, I'm sorry, but I'm so disappointed in you. I am disappointed in you. Àwọn igi àkọ́ṣe ayé ẹ, the first set of children you ever gave birth to in your life, over disputes of school fees and custody. You decided not to. You do this one. Guys, I rest my case. I'm going to drop the link in the comment section. You guys come and share your thoughts and opinion. I see you guys. I see everybody. Uncle B, my uncle with Gbasgbos, my Gbasgbos uncle. I'm dropping the link in the comment section. I've dropped the link in the comment section there. So you guys come drop your thoughts and opinion. So he spoke about other things. He spoke about his relationship with Hush Puppy, but I'm not really about that. The one that actually got me, because like I said, he's a pastor. That is the pastor of Kiniko Kinikon. If you're a pastor, what are you teaching your congregation? Hello, honey babe. Unmute yourself and welcome to the show. My beautiful sister, hearing your voice here.
What's up?
Nothing much.
What's up? Hey people, hey beautiful people. See with me, yeah, I laugh because I've been in that situation. I'm gonna tell you, I think I've said this quite a long time on Ansi B's. There was a time, because we fought, my ex-husband fought for custody of my child. There was a time I did not see this boy for almost 2 years. I paid. Because he was living with his dad. He took him and then bring him back. And obviously, you know how it is. You can't call the police. You have to go through the courts.
Yeah.
So all this story you're saying, Sam Olu, no vex, yeah, I've been there. I've lived it. I did not see my son for 2 years. He was 3 or 4 then. I paid because I see past it. You do the right thing. So all this story, it's not about you. It's not about your issue with your ex.
Exactly.
It's about your goddamn child.
Children.
Exactly. When people are saying all this, I laugh because I've lived it where I've had to fight almost 15, 20K. Yeah, to fight for my youngest son because I'm, that's the child that we're fighting on with my ex-husband. So I've lived it. There was. I've told you that my son lives with his dad. There was a time when I was you're saying contracting, Sam Olu. I contracted. I was paying almost £500 a month for my youngest child. So all this story, I just look at you. I paid it because I looked past it. You think it was a lot because remember, I've got a mortgage to pay. I had plus the fact that I had a buy-to-let and I have my other son to look after and bills and other commitments. But I did it because I looked past it that I am the mother of this child. Yes, he's not living with me, but I'm financially responsible for this child. Yes, I am not having access to him, but I did the right thing as a parent. Do you see what I'm saying? So all this asking me questions, I'm telling you what I did. No cap. And for me personally, you do the right thing. Exactly. So all these are, I know people that will deliberately contract, and I know you can get an accountant to do a self-assessment. I know because I've used limited companies, and then you can do creative accounting and you pay £50. I don't even want to say anything about the person you're talking about, that on Sam Olu, because I'm directly speaking to him. But for that man to think that it's okay to pay £50, shame on that person. Shame on that person, because this is your child. Whatever your beef with your mother, with the mother or the father, the most important thing is do what you're supposed to do as a parent. Are you getting me? All this tip for tat. I want to pepper your ex. I look at you. What? Are you even a parent? Do you call yourself a parent? Where all you think about is, I want to be smart. I want to do creative accounting to pay the minimum. And your attitude is that you don't get access. Now, I agree with you that that's not the right thing to do, but you have a separate call for that. When it comes to the UK, and I've been in the court system, so I know exactly what I'm talking about, is that even if you are not allowed access to your child, they will tell you that you still have to pay for this child through the child maintenance agency. Yeah.
Exactly.
And I know, Samalu, you know what I'm talking about. The child maintenance agency, they will decide how much you pay. They do not give a damn if you don't have access to your child.
Exactly.
You have to instruct a solicitor and do the necessary applications and go to court. Meanwhile, you will goddamn pay for that child. If you
Exactly.
don't, trust me, I know the way they came after me when there were times I was not working or I couldn't pay. If I missed one day, I know the way they were coming after me. £500 a month. Can anyone pay that? No. So when I hear this story that you're saying, Samalu, no disrespect, yeah, I don't give a damn how much you pay. Pay the money as the parent of that child. I'm being very passionate because I promised myself I wouldn't be getting noisy. But I get irritated by people that say that they're supposed to be parents. Who
But
cares
I can't
about the money? As long as you can pay for the money, unless you're signing on universal credit, and when you're signing on, they will now assess your income and you will pay less. But if you have two arms,
they won't make you pay much more, because at the end of the day, you need to understand that you have to
but
survive
if
as
you
well.
have two arms and two legs and you're working, you should pay the money as someone that says they're a parent. If you're not a parent, then don't pay. Then I know you're not a parent. But if you say that you're a parent, you will pay.
Exactly.
So that for me, I don't want to hear about numbers and money. It doesn't matter. Pay for your child, because at the end of the day, that child was born out of the conception of you and the man. And even if you're not together anymore, you still have to pay. I still pay for this. He doesn't live with me. He comes and sees me every 2 weeks and holidays. I still pay for this child. Do you understand what I'm saying? And if my ex-husband decides to mess me up and decide he doesn't allow me access, I will go to court, but I will still pay for this child.
Exactly. That's because it's your child. You're fighting for that child. This man freaking did not fight for them.
Regardless. And that's why for me, yeah, when I see this, I've been there. It is frustrating. And there has been times where I thought, is it worth it? I'm having to remortgage, looking for money. Luckily, I had the money, because it's not cheap. Barristers and solicitors. There was a time where I was thinking, let him have the child. But something will make you think that, no, this is your child, and let me fight for this child. So I get it. And it can mess with your mental health, because there was a time when I went to court, I would be shaking, physically shaking, because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what they will say, and they can twist things. I get what you're saying. Look at this idiot, David. I beg, shut up, man. If you don't know anything about the UK, keep quiet. You understand?
Let's keep it respectful, please. Let's keep it respectful.
No one should be asking me that kind of question. This is how it is in the UK. If you don't live there and you don't know, just keep quiet. I'm telling you what's up. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Please, guys, let's keep the chat clean, please. We are all learning here. Like I said, I'm not perfect, okay? We are all learning here.
I've just said I paid £500. I paid £500 because I was contracting, very similar to what Sam Alu was saying. So they would do it based on your income. And I know that if you're and I know that if you're self-employed, I know that there's a way you can do. I have an accountant. I'm not bragging, but I know, and I've seen people that have been in these situations with custody agreements where they've done creative accounting. It's not right. I wouldn't do it, but there's a way you can do it that you pay £50. It's not right. That's what I'm saying, because the money should go to your child. Whatever your spouse does with the money, let it be on his head. Let his conscience prick him. If he spends it on clothes and Dubai and stuff, fine. It's not right, but your conscience is clean. Do you understand? Your conscience is clean. So as far as I'm concerned, do the right thing as a parent. Now, when I see my son, I can look at my son in the eye. I know that I have fought for him. And as much as I'm saying that it was traumatic, he's 10 now. And this happened I was divorced the same time as Daddy Freeze. 2015 is when I got divorced. We went to court. We did the custody agreement and we're fine. Yes, I paid the money, but I see it as this. If he was living with me, he would have to pay me. It's not a perfect situation, but you do what you have to do. And the main thing is that I'm in my child's life. Now, I don't need to be telling people my business, but I'm saying it to let people know that when I'm talking, I'm talking out of fact and experience.
Facts, exactly. We're not just making up stories.
And what I'm saying to you is that the most important thing is to have a good co-parenting relationship with your ex-partner. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think the problem is, whether it's a man or woman, people get very, very bitter when it comes to the end of a relationship or the end of a marriage. And what you need to understand, is not about your feelings. It's about what's in the best interest of the child.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Someone's actually calling me a liar. No problem. I ignore the comments.
Right. So we've
No
got
problem.
a lot
No
of people in
problem.
the backstage. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna give you maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah,
On
I'm nearly done. But what I'm trying
yeah.
to say to you is that we shouldn't focus on the fact that doing tit for tat.
Yeah.
Yes, his ex-wife probably did the wrong thing by not allowing him access,
Allowing
but he
mm,
should be the bigger person if he wants access to his
access
child.
to his
And
children. Yeah.
fair enough, he may have decided I've had enough, I'll leave it a few years. These children
Mm,
are grown now. He can reach
yeah.
out to them, whether it's going through a third party and things like that. But you really have to think about, I want to be in my child's life. I need
Mm,
to do whatever is necessary to be in my child's life. So
yeah.
sometimes you have to even humble yourself, whether
Yeah.
it's a third party, whether it's having someone speak to her. All I
Yeah.
see is someone that he's more concerned about his perception and the way that he looks. And you're
Hmm.
talking about your ex. And I think in terms of your ex, yeah, it's not an ideal situation, but that's still the mother of your children. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I think 10 years down the line, after fighting for custody of my child, I have realized that no matter the issue, I will always, always maintain a civil and friendly relationship with my ex-husband for the sake of my child, so that we can
Absolutely. That's
co-parent,
how we
so
should
that
do.
we,
Yeah.
yeah, so we can co-parent nicely. So I
Mm,
think for a lot of men, the natural assumption is, oh, I'm not going to see my kids. I
mm,
think you're making a mistake, because all that's going to happen is that you build up resentment because they're only seeing the
exactly.
mother's side and the father being absent. And
Mm,
when you're old, and I do believe in it, when you're old, those kids won't be there for you. And at the end
yeah.
of the day, as much as he's looking after someone else's child, they still have a dad, and they will always go
Exactly.
back to their dad.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you
You
so
will
much,
always
Ronnie
go
Babe,
back
for
to their
that.
dad.
Thank you so much. I
No
really
problem.
appreciate. My uncle Basbos, please unmute yourself. Welcome, sir.
Hey, M5, how are you doing today, my sister?
I'm good. Oh, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi tó ga jù.
Okay.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi tó gba ìjì.
Let me sound like Honey Babe. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you pretty well.
Lovely. Uncle Ben, what's going on with your voice?
Ló bá
Hope you
tán.
know, ah,
Abby, can
the
you leave me
voice is
alone?
the voice is sounding very,
It should sound
Can
very,
you, can
sophisticated,
you,
American
can you,
way.
can you guys leave me alone? In it? Is that not how you guys in UK speak? Be in it.
In it, can you hear me right? In it.
Can you hear me right? In it. Well, shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the viewers. Please hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. Shout out to
Really
you,
like that, guys.
M5. I
Yes.
like it when my M5 is laughing. No,
Bros,
man.
Sabi, Uncle B, Sabi, you be, me wife mo pe Sabi o. You be, life must
Like
continue
it
no
when
matter
you
the
laugh.
situation. Life
Adio.
must continue.
All right. Basically, I just hop in to answer one question. I see my lovely brother Samulu
Yeah,
ask a
Samuel, I
question in
see
the
your
chat.
message in the back. You're going to come in soon, okay?
So Samulu asked, I think the question is if your brother's wife is keeping the kids from your brother, should you continue to support with payments? I think that was the question that I
Yeah, I
saw
saw that
earlier.
question.
So
Yes, yes. Let me go
yeah, so I
find.
just wanted to address that, and also to also speak in favor of my lovely sister Honey Babe. I know a lot of people struggle to understand when people state how much they pay in child support. Some people will just be like, "What? How can you pay that much? You are lying." Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well,
Hmm.
the reality is this: for those who don't live in Western world, you pay child support on the basis of your income.
Yes,
That's how you pay. And if your partner is really, really petty, they can actually report all your source of income, both formal and
yes,
informal, both under the
yes,
table. They can report everything. And you
yes,
will be surprised, the government will they go clear you. So that is why I always advise my fellow brothers that make it work with your partner. And
yeah,
once the whole thing went out, you divorce, just stand on your feet, do your own part,
yeah,
establish relationship with your children. It
absolutely.
still doesn't matter, somebody like me right now. I'm still a hustler. I know even to get money, but I they do a lot of small business here and there. You know, may God not
Yeah,
let us see. If I go say I get coconut head, say we scatter them. If my madam really want show me shege, wo, carton him if kerun dondo. Now carton I'll take carry my load reach Ondo. Because titles will plenty. So I'm just saying that for you to know that when people tell you this is how much I'm paying, they are not
They are not
exaggerating.
lying.
It
Yeah.
goes according to how much you earn. Now,
Yeah.
having said that, to address my brother Samulu's question, okay, after divorce, um I've always said this on my platform: no woman got married and planned to divorce,
To
and
leave.
no man
Yeah.
got married and planned to divorce. Life
Yeah.
just happened to a lot of marriages. It's either
Yeah.
both parties, they did not do their homework before they walked down the aisle, and now after they started living together, they are beginning to see the other side of their partner, and it just don't work. So that is why they end up divorce. But my thing is, when you are with a woman and you have children, I will continue to say this: it is no longer about you and your wife. It's now
Exactly.
about the children.
The children.
Okay, it's now about the children. And this is where I think many of my African brothers, they make a lot of mistake. Uh, they always look at the wife, 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 wife,
Yeah.
wife. A woman can have
Not to
three, four
punish the
children.
woman. Mm.
Yeah, a woman can have three, four children with them, and all their focus is, oh, this woman is costing me money. I'm spending this, I'm spending that. Bro, no. Once she have children for you, and the marriage is no longer serving both of you, you have to
Mm.
focus on your children, because your children are the one that will grow up. The story will now be about you and your children. It won't even
Yes.
be about you and your wife. Your family members, your friends, they can instigate you. They may be
Mhm.
telling you, don't do this, show her shege, who she be. Bro,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's still going to be about you. So to answer your question, Samulu, if my brother wife carry children go, let my brother see them, I will tell my
Let's see.
brother,
Continue.
take care of your children.
Yes.
You have to take care of your children. Now
Yes.
we might get into mathematics. Okay,
Mm.
if the woman is saying, oh, bring $2,000 to take care of your children, and you know that there is no way your children can spend more than $800 in a month,
Mm-hmm.
bro, send $800 and keep receipt.
Exactly.
There is a difference between the money wey he send, reach. Now
No
small,
reach.
small money they send. And send money at all, do anything. It's not the same. You see what
Exactly.
I'm saying?
Mm.
It's not the same. And this is where I tell women all the time that if you are lucky to find a man who is a provider, who is taking care of bills, taking care of so many things, once matter begin to come up, you guys should figure out how to resolve, because as soon as you guys divorce, you will get to see the load that man is carrying that you are not even aware of.
Well. Mm.
I tell couples all the time, especially in this Western world. I tell my fellow brothers this: always find time to itemize everything you are paying for,
Mm.
from big to small.
Yeah.
All right. So from big to small, itemize everything you are paying and show your wife. Paste it where she can see it. You are not asking her to come and pay. Just let her see. It's lack of
Evidence.
transparency. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
lack of transparency that is buying most of our brothers in marriage. Let her see that respect where she don't want to give yourself, she go give you by force. When she see what you are paying for. So if divorce happen, it will register in the back of her mind that this man where they pay this much money. If this man waka comot, can I be paying all of this? So, but coming to the case of Daddy Freeze and I don't know whether I know they mention in himself. Coming to his case and his wife.
Me, I'm measuring his name.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Because if they
Some
measure
some
people's name on social now.
some platform don't want to mention his name. So when it comes to his own case, like I said when I did this show, first off, I think brother is in pain.
Yeah.
He has two situations going on. I will tell you this, and I'm gonna be vulnerable here. I know, say my sisters that we know me, you guys will come after me, but I will say it anyway.
More than ready.
Yes,
Oh.
yeah, I will say it anyway. You see what Daddy Freeze is doing? I can't. Daddy
I
Freeze is a good
can't.
man. Let me explain. Daddy Freeze is a good man. Daddy Freeze married a woman who have children with another man, and
Mm.
he's providing for those children. They are living under his roof,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and he takes care of those children as if they are his
Yes,
own.
I mentioned it. He was taking them for
Okay,
exams, jump very early
okay,
in the morning, driving miles.
okay. It takes a good man to do that. Now, the reason why I said I can't do what Daddy Freeze is doing is this. If I have my children somewhere else and I can't see my children, I can't take care of them, and I now end up with a woman that have children with another man, I they tell you now, call me name, I
Mhm.
don't care. It will be hard for me to
Yeah.
take care of that other man's children,
Mm-hmm.
knowing fully well that my own children are somewhere. I'm not taking
And
care of
not being
them.
here. Mm.
So what I would have done is this, because me, as a Christian, my culture itself could almost buy me. What I
Mm.
would do is I will put in a lot of effort to make sure I get to my children one way or the other. And in fact, I would rather fighting to be in my children's life than fighting you, the mother. Because sometimes men mix things up, and I still think that's part of the mistake that the freeze made. He is fighting the wife instead of
Yes.
channeling his energy
Energy on the
to
children.
be in his children's life. He is looking at the fact that how dare this woman divorce me? How dare she lied on me that I beat her when I did beat her? How dare she go to America with my no, bro? You are fighting the wrong battle. Whether you
Exactly.
like it or not, that woman has moved on. She's
Mm.
with another man now, enjoying herself. Omo, she they go cruise, she they do everything. But you are the father. You are this great father, the person who is even preaching the gospel. You are the
Yeah.
one supposed to know better. So I think
Exactly.
he's fighting the wrong battle. If that the
Absolutely.
freeze is fighting to see his children, if that the freeze can show receipt that hey, I have
This is
sent
what
money
I'm
every
doing.
year. This is how much I've sent. But still, this woman don't let me see my wife. I tell you, I go turn on my own camera myself. I go
Yeah.
join her, they pepper the wife.
We will
You
drive the
know?
woman together.
Yeah,
Yes.
but some of the mistakes our African brothers make, especially our Nigerian men, is that they feel that if they use their mouth to explain what is going on, that
Mm.
will exonerate
Will
them
be
from
justified.
their own accountability. So
Mm.
that's my take, my sister.
Thank you so much, Yubi. Thank you so much. Right. I've got Inkuspe Pesis me, my beautiful sister. Unmute yourself, please.
Yes, so good afternoon,
Well,
everybody.
it's good to have you here. How have you
Thank you
been?
for having me.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Uncle Ben, well done. Oh, you've spoken well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to piggyback on what everybody has said about, parenting, pretty much about, life after divorce. Life
Yeah.
after divorce does not mean that you throw your children away with the bathwater. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't work that way. These children didn't ask to be born. It's your
Exactly.
responsibility as a parent to make sure that your children are well taken care of, regardless of whatever it is that's going on with their mother.
Yes.
Like for me, I have a very low tolerance for nonsense. That's just me. And I always think about fairness regardless.
Yeah.
I pray that in Jesus' name, like situation like this will never happen between myself and my husband. But we talk about stuff like this,
Like this, yes.
like because knowing the importance of, okay, to the point that I said, I know you're so good with the boys. If anything were to ever happen between us, I wouldn't have any issue leaving the boys with you and let you raise them.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know, and my boys, they are older now, like two of them are in the university. So,
Wow.
and we've talked about this when they were much younger, just so
Mm.
you kind of know the kind of conversations we have. You
Yeah.
understand? Because
That's
I
true.
know that he's an amazing dad. He can do, I don't think there's anything that I can do for the boys that he will not be able to do for them. That's how good he is. So for me to, and I also know how important those children are is in his life. So
Yeah.
for me as a woman to actually hold that out on him and not allow him see the children because something went wrong with us as a
Exactly.
woman, if there's any woman that's doing that where you're holding the children back from seeing their father, I
Mm.
pray to God that the children at one point recognize what you've done. And I'm
Okay.
telling you, it will bite you back. When
Exactly.
these children find out what you've done, that you've
Yeah.
held their father away from them for so many
Mhm.
years and they didn't have that relationship because of your lies or
Yeah.
of you pulling them back, they're going
Mhm.
to come. And children these days, they don't care.
That's smart.
They're
Oh,
not like us.
they
And
live
even,
with this.
hey,
Mhm. Mhm.
even us, we think that we're so hard.
Mhm.
These
We're
children,
not.
they're even they
They are
don't
different species.
they
Mhm.
do not care. They will
Mhm.
drag you and act like they don't even know you with everything that you've done, that you've suffered to actually raise them. So
Yeah.
if as a woman, if there's any woman that's hearing this and you're actually holding the children away from seeing their father, not because the father is a danger to them, but just
Mm.
because you're trying to spite them, change your ways.
Absolutely.
And for the men that decide that because a woman has decided to walk away from a situation and you decide to throw away the baby with the bathwater, trust me, these children are not the type that you call when you're on your sick bed and they're going to show up. They don't do that.
Don't do that.
They don't do that. They will see your phone number and they will block you. They will block you to your 10th generation. If you like, call all your family members.
They'll go and change their number.
Yes, they don't care. And if anybody comes to the public and talks to them face to face, they will tell the person to not address them anymore. That's how bold they are. They're not like our generation or the ones before us. So if there's any
DS Paddy is in the house, Sabio. that is Freeze's Paddy. I don't roast your brother, Sabio.
Has he come to defend DF or what?
Sabio,
no fear now.
I'm going to keep dragging your paddy, but we are still taking it lightly. Welcome, sir. Sister, carry on.
Yeah, so I mean, for every man out there, if you know, because these children, we need to one thing that we need to remember, and I think that maybe women, I don't want to say that we think differently. I think it's just that a lot of our men, especially our African men, they're just selfish. Just because you don't have the woman anymore, or because she has chosen not to stay in that situation, you decide to punish her by not being in the life of your children because you think that the weight will be too much for her, just to punish her. It is not right. Because at the end of the day, these are children that didn't ask to be born. And at some point, when these children were born, you held them in your hands and you loved on them. And then all of a sudden, because something happened with their mom, now they're of no good to you. Remember, they're only going to be children for a short while. Before you know it, they're adults and they'll be making decisions that will even affect your own life, because it will get to a point you can't even make decisions for yourself.
True.
But we need to just remember all of this. And if there's any man out there, please, I'm begging you in the name of God, because everybody in this life, there's a reason why you chose to have a child. There's a reason why you have a child, not because most of us these days, we plan for our retirement. So we kind of know how things are going to be for us, but there's a joy in your child that you've raised at some point to be able to be part of your life. If, for example, Daddy Freeze, I don't know what may have happened between him and his wife, but regardless of whatever happened, even if it means that putting money in a particular account and saying, this is for the children's school fee, and keep your receipts, keep your proof, even if she doesn't even touch that money, the fact that you were putting the money there every month, or whenever it is that you needed to do it, if you didn't have money for maybe school fees or whatever it is that you were doing, and you kept receipts, and the day came when the children turned 18 and you pick up the phone and you call your kids, those children, and then you show your proof, man, the way they will lash out at their mother, in fact, she will regret the day she was born. But a lot of these men choose to say, you know what, I'm spiting the mother, forgetting that these children are only children for a short while.
When they're old, they'll come and find me.
Yes. When they're old, these are the children that will tell you, even on their wedding day, I do not need you there.
Exactly.
Because you were not part of my life. I only need people that are part of my life. They make decisions for themselves. So it's not like they will need anything from you, but please, let's just do what is right. Let us just do what is right. That's all I have to say. Because remember that if you have a sister and you're as a man, you have a sister and your sister is going through something like this, I'm sure that you'll be the one to pick up the phone to call the guy to say, why now? Take care of your children. This is not right. But because it is you now and all your friends are looking at you, I don't know how they are friends with each other. And you're seeing this guy mess up like this and you can't tell him to fix his ways. I don't know what kind of, we all know the friendship they have is for the grams and everything else. So all of those things are not important to them. It's when they are old and gray, you start seeing them now looking all over the place, looking for Pastor Shola all over the place, trying to fix their home. So, but I wish them well.
Thank you so much, sis. Thank you.
You're welcome, sis. Thank you.
So I'm going to put callers on 5 minutes now because I've got about 4 people waiting in the back. So Janet G, please unmute yourself.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, and your 5 minutes starts now.
Okay, I'll watch my timer here as well. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I actually used to really like Daddy Freeze when he was in the era of calling out hypocritical pastors and just challenging the status quo as far as religion. Then I started seeing that this dude is just showing his misogynistic side. He will take on subjects with zero research. He did that honey, what was that thing, honey bunch, what was that
Honey Bunch
honest bunch or
podcast.
something like that? Yeah, it wasn't honey
Yeah.
bunch, no. The honest bunch thing. And he would just start making statements that he kind of like just disappointed me, because I thought he was a lot smarter than that. Now when this interview dropped, I was like, oh hell no, this man is bragging about being a deadbeat dad.
Exactly.
No shame. And I'm
Mm.
like, he's just toxic. He's typical African man toxic. I don't care that
Exactly.
he's half Romanian. His demeanor, his behavior, the way he behaves is just typical African misogyny. Misogyny. And I think that how, but then whatever the reason is, and so many people have said it before, that look, even if you've got an issue with your spouse, your ex-spouse to be or whatever, it's not about you guys. It's about the
Yes.
kids.
It's about the
It's
children. Yeah.
whether or not you and the and the spouse you guys are not seeing each other or whatever, the kids still have to eat, you
Yes.
know.
You have to buy shoes.
Yeah,
Nowadays, those children are not the kind of kids you can just go to the shop and buy them any kind of trainers. If it's not a branded trainer, they don't accept it from you.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. And typically, especially in the UK, you will find that whatever the guys pay on child support, it's peanuts. You can go to the .gov.uk website and they will calculate you. You
Yeah.
can calculate how much you get in a child support, and I can
Yeah.
tell you it's barely enough. It really is barely enough.
It's not
Actually,
enough.
you will
Yeah.
spend more if the kid is here with you. But
Mm.
apart from all that, what I will propose right now: leave the kids with the guys. I think women should just leave. We should normalize women leaving the kids with the man. Because
But
me,
again,
if
women
I
will
had
not want to
kids,
leave their children, you
if,
know?
if I had kids, I'm telling you, I'm gonna leave it, because I did not enter your house with kids. The kids bear your surname. They
Exactly.
bear your surname. So I will leave as
Why
I
should I
went.
carry them go anywhere?
Exactly. So it's take your kids. They're your kids. You do it.
Exactly.
But the thing is that
Mm,
men like to just walk away to have their freedom, use the
mm,
kids to keep the hinder the woman, and then punish the woman by not
yeah.
giving her support for the kids. And I'm like,
Mm,
no, we should normalize women just leaving the kids with the men. Men don't
yeah.
want to do the day to
Absolutely.
day when it
Mm.
comes to kids. They'll either marry somebody else real quick, or they're gonna
Exactly.
uh
In his own case, is that it was gone past carry because he's already moved on with another woman.
exactly, he's moved
He
on.
said
So
it. He
I
said
think
it.
he was just
I'm not lying. He said it in that interview.
yeah. So he was just like he all this stuff that he's talking about is just excuse. The thing is that there has to be a reason why the woman was denying him access to the kids.
Access.
There's no
Exactly.
way, if he was a good dad all along, that he
Mm,
did, and then all of a sudden she's gonna deny him access to the kids. And the thing is that he did it for 10 years. 10 years is a
mm.
long time.
Absolutely.
It's a long.
Absolutely.
I can understand. Okay, fine. When it's still hot and everybody is just like in their
Yeah.
feelings and everything,
Yeah.
the first year, second
Mm,
year, maybe a
yeah.
whole decade
It's a long time. Yeah. Mm.
without seeing your kids, and you
Mm.
have no shame, and you
Exactly.
expect that, oh, the kids are just going to randomly knock on your door
Mm.
in 2025. He's
Exactly.
delusional as well as being
Help
narcissistic.
us make it make sense, like Uncle Beno will say. Thank you so much, Jelechi. That's your 5 minutes
Thank you
up.
very much. Thank
Thank
you.
you so
I'm
much for
done.
your contribution. Right, so we've got Daddy Freeze's paddy here, and I'm going to let him in. Sabio, good to see you, sir.
Good day. I greet you, my dear sister.
Long
Uh,
time no see, sir.
yes, thank God you know it's long time no see. Because for
Yes,
you to
sir.
say that, I will start from there.
Okay.
Even though people see that I'm on social media, I've been quite quiet for quite a while.
I've
That's the
noticed that.
truth.
Yes,
Um,
yes, yes.
even they said DF, we've not communicated for quite a while. And I believe if he gets to see this, he's going to confirm that true, you know. And that is one thing. I've not really been following much things online due to other engagement, but let's just utilize this time. Somehow, seated here, I just refreshed my browser on YouTube and I saw DF's picture, right, just came up on your page because I follow your page. I
Because
was like,
I like Wawulens like your party.
okay, yeah. So yeah, it's okay. I claim it. So the moment I saw it, I was like, what's going on here? So I don't know how much or what much have been said, but I get an idea just joining right now what this
Yeah.
topic is about, and I'm going to make comment as two persons. Number
Okay.
one, I will first start with my beliefs because, yes, no doubt, I'm close to Daddy Freeze very
Yeah.
well. I respect him so much. He respects me. We agree on issues, and there are other issues that we also disagree on.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
That is the truth. So, and if we consider each other friends or whatever you classify it, we should be able to tell each other the truth.
The truth.
Okay.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but first of all, the truth in this case, in its own case, would be relative based on the facts, available facts.
Yes.
So, the available facts is this: number one, I have never discussed anything with Daddy Freeze on this particular issue, personal to personal. So,
Okay.
anything I say are based on my limitation on available open resources on the internet.
Yeah.
Even the said interview,
Mm-hmm.
someone close to me, very, very close to me, just said to me one day, I was on my own and said, hey, see your friend though. I thought like who? So I just looked and they sent me that interview. That just to tell you how I even got to see it a little bit. And I'm no doubt I've been seeing him coming online recently, maybe different issue, maybe try to address complications on that issue, but I've not been opportuned to really follow his life or hear his own part. With that
Mm-hmm.
being said, first, my belief as a man, and not because it's on social media, I have evidence to prove that.
Yeah.
My belief, please take note. I'm not talking of Daddy Freeze now. I want to start off
Okay.
with my own personal belief first.
Okay.
Everybody is entitled to their beliefs.
Okay.
So I will talk of my belief. Nobody should quote me out of context. This is Sabio's belief, different from
This is
Daddy
Sabio's
Freeze's
belief.
case.
Oh, everybody.
Beliefs.
Sabio's belief.
Yes, this is my beliefs. My belief is one: any man that, no matter the circumstances that a child is being brought in, should do his best possible, regardless of the circumstances, to support the his or his child.
Yeah.
Okay, no
Mm-hmm.
matter the circumstances.
Absolutely.
Relationship with the mother of the child should not be a yardstick for not supporting the child when possible. Okay, please
Mm-hmm.
take note. Those are my beliefs. So I agree with because while I was here, I only listened to the last two callers, and
Mm-hmm.
their points are totally correct. Every parent should take care of their child, even though this is just personal to me, it's not about law.
Yeah.
Okay. So this has been my belief even before I came to the Western world. So I always tell people sometimes that child support is actually for people who don't really want to do the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because the truth of the matter is that if you want to do the right thing, even though you live in this Western world where we are today, you don't need to be placed on child support. You will definitely do the right thing. So I have a child that is not within the US, and I support. No, it's not a force. Okay, so you don't. There's no law compelling me to do that. You understand what I mean? So what I'm trying to say in essence is, I totally agree that parents should take care of their
Their
children.
children.
That is
Yes.
my personal belief. Now, the Daddy Freeze scenario. The Daddy Freeze scenario is this. Uh, I I don't. It's always writing a comment that family nobody.
Sabi, our Wawulen sister.
AB. Okay, it's okay.
Continue
Well,
there. Continue,
yeah,
Sabi.
it's social media is like that. So anyway, what I want to say concerning Daddy Freeze on is very important.
Yeah.
Three things that I pick from his interview. Number one, he said that at the time he was having issues with the ex-wife,
Yeah.
that he wasn't really matured. And I believe he admitted, I believe, quote me if I'm wrong, he admitted that he made mistakes as well as the lady in question, which is well understood that both of them, at least from his own part, he acknowledged his fault,
Yeah, he said they
or
were sleeping for or something. Yeah.
yes,
Young.
or he didn't do his best. That's number one. Then number two, he admitted that he was conditioned to pay school fees, otherwise he will not see his kids.
But that's
Now,
his responsibility.
no, hold on now, madam. I'm coming somewhere. I agree with you. I never
Okay.
said it's not his responsibility. I've already said
I'm
that
just
in,
dissecting.
in,
Okay, I agree,
in
sir.
my belief. Yes, yes, ma'am. So, but what I'm saying is, I'm not here to even support Daddy Frizzle. That is just the point. I want you to get it 100%.
Yes,
If
sir.
you just come from that view, you will believe me. I'm not here just to support him. So, I'm here to speak the truth. So, based on what I know. So, based on the fact that I've seen someone that also had the same situation with a woman, okay, when they initially had problem in even in Nigeria, the woman was and the guy, they had misunderstanding, things wasn't really good. But the good part of that woman, because we are learning from these people's stories, okay, that's why I'm asking people that are listening to understand my point.
Yeah.
Now, even if you have a baby father or something, a child with somebody, and you divorce, and at the end of the day, you know, there's a misunderstanding in the beginning. Do not, even a social media personality that I respect so much. She's not here. She have her own studio. Don't mention her name. She
Okay.
always teach girls this thing that I'm about to talk.
Absolutely, I
She
agree.
will say, "Do not take the children away from their
Away.
father. Do
Yes,
not prevent them."
I
I
agree.
don't know if you get my point.
I agree.
Now, why she's saying this does not mean that the man is right. Okay? My
Yeah.
point is this. I want to believe that at the time they started having that problem, right?
Mm.
If the woman had still allowed him to be assessing the children first, there's a way you give somebody some, like, I don't know, some grace period. I don't know if that makes sense. Because
Yeah.
the reason why I'm of this opinion is this. They said that the priest today is living at home with his own biological children and other children that from his marriage, right? And the picture we are all seeing from what I've gathered, since I started watching his live video and all that, is supporting those children that are actually not his own um,
Naturally.
natural blood, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So if a man, it becomes a little bit difficult to place it that if somebody is pointing a daddy father and say you are not taking responsibility of your own children, and the person is taking responsibility of other children that is with him at home, it shows that that person might have some tendency to be able to support his children, if not for some circumstances. Am I saying those circumstances are justification? They are not.
Yeah.
I'm not justifying him.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm not saying they are justifications, but rather I am seeing it and I pick word from people's statement. He said something. He said, him and the ex-wife, they are both stubborn, if that
Yes.
makes sense. He
Yes.
said it.
Yeah.
And one thing I know that the priest from, I don't agree in a lot of things that he does, but I will tell you the truth. He is bold to say his mind sometimes.
Yeah.
So I want to believe him on that in that regard. So it seems like when the thing started, that the priest did not have money that time, like now. He
Yeah.
said it with his own mouth. So it seems like the woman locked up. Ask yourself one question. Till today, everybody talk of Daddy Freeze, his children, and everything and everything. To tell you the kind of person that woman would be. Till today, have you seen or heard that woman? Do you even know? Have you seen that woman picture? Have you
No,
ever
I
seen?
don't even know what she looks like.
Thank you. So the point I'm trying to explain here is that, please, I'm not saying the woman is bad. Don't quote me. Oh, internet people know
Yeah.
how to twist word. What I'm trying to say here is that I agree that Daddy Free is supposed to take care of his children. Do you understand? And I don't know if he doubts that shouldn't be his responsibility, but I can see a stubbornness leading to a lot of things. See, my dear sister, Sabio, I've never been like this from day one. I've been in a situation where I don't agree with somebody. The person gives me some time. I don't know if you understand. Over time,
and then reconsider, and then
thank you. See, if I make this person about myself, you self sitting there, you'll be shocked. You will be very shocked. But the reason why we were able to solve things in some certain situation was because that other party in question did not just lock the door. I don't know if that makes sense. You know,
reconsider.
they're ready to reconsider. Thank you. So, what I've noticed from everything that he said, that is very difficult to go with because he has some extreme beliefs which I don't agree with. But the truth is, literally, in summarizing everything, is that we should learn, both men and women. Men must take care of their children.
Absolutely.
Women must also give that window. Do you understand me? That window. For instance, when even though it was not paying school fees, was communicating with children a little bit for a little while. We are all human beings now. Blood flows. Do you understand my point? A man, I've seen a man who did not pay school from day one, but started with just buying recharge cards. From there, got more involved in the child's life. From there, got more, entangled. Yes. And we must always understand that this issue of his marriage too, as we contribute as well, let us also know that this thing happened in Nigeria, not abroad. So when you are contributing, for instance, if Daddy Freeze was in the UK or in the US, at this time, this whole matter would have been settled in court. True or false? It would have been settled in court. But even in this America that we are today and UK, I have still seen women who told men they don't even want their child support because they don't even want the man to see the children. Because over here, if you pay and you do your duties, as far as you don't pose a threat to your children, you have right to see your kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Correct or not? So in his case, it seems like the lady actually moved with the children to a different country. It's like you escort, you moved away. It's the truth. Let us be sincere. Do you understand me? Let me tell you, it's not before this interview that the priest talks a lot. So sometimes when you watch some of his old video, he will chip it in, the wife issue one way or the other. I will even laugh.
There's no show that he does that he doesn't talk about his ex-wife. There's no
Thank you. So before you talk, so if you remember one of his very old video, he mentioned something that shocked me. He said when the ex-wife was living with the children, even though they didn't tell him, he could, which we know in Nigerian law, if he had gone to the airport to tell them that she cannot travel with these children, it will become a problem. Do you understand? But probably at that time, he didn't have the much level he has now compared. Or when I mean levels in terms of finance and all that kind of stuff. So the woman took these children to a different country and kind of used a condition to block him. That is what I'm saying. Trust me, a condition to block him.
Again, Sabio.
Good.
Remember, this woman has families, so if he can't get directly across to this woman, does he not know her family?
That difference is wrong. I never said it's right. I said he could do other things. I'm not saying.
I don't think that the priest really wants to be a part of those children's life, mainly because their mother is there. I don't think he wants to be because, like I said, it's been over 10 years. Which kind of strong head both of them get, especially him being the father. You have thought, okay, you're mad at her. It's been 10 years or more. How long am I going to do for? I'm not getting younger. I need to see my children. Then call a truce. Let bygone be bygone. Madam, how can we get back to this? I know where this, I believe
you are very correct. 100%. What effort?
Social media, like I said, there's no time he does any show that he doesn't talk either negative about that woman.
Yes. So that is the difficult part of him now, which I don't agree with. If that makes sense. What you just said now is totally the best way to put it. So you are saying at least even during that interview, he didn't give any effort like, okay, even though,
because once
Yeah,
they
I
watch it,
understand.
almost 2 hours, they have to pay to go and
Uh,
watch it. Me, I'm not paying to go
please,
and watch.
M5, M5,
Sir,
please, if I can just say something to
Please go
Brother
ahead.
Bill.
yeah,
Hey,
okay, it's
Brother
giving you
Bill,
the
how you
chance.
doing, sir? I don't know if you remember me. This is Uncle Beno from
Oh, my
Igberi,
dear brother, I greet you specially. Greet you
How
one
you
on
doing,
one.
bros?
I
Hold
did,
on.
my brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, first off, I want to thank you for at least shedding more light on this Daddy Freeze issue. And I really
Mhm.
appreciate the fact that you are not here defending him or
Mm,
castigating
Yes,
him, but just
yes,
to paint the picture how people can understand it.
yeah,
We see that I think among all of us so far so good, you are the one who is even more closer to Daddy Freeze.
so
And
far, yeah.
definitely he will see this show. He get your own people, they will send it to him. I just want to say this, Sabio, if you can tell him, frankly speaking, I don't have anything against Daddy Freeze. I admire him a lot and he has really done a lot. And like I said in my first submission, Daddy Freeze had done what I know 90% of Nigerian men will not do, which is taking care of another man's children. I'm sorry, no beside they throw Nigerian man
absolutely.
under the bus,
No,
but
you are
90%
correct.
of us
Yes.
will not do it.
Mhm.
So, but this is just what I want you to tell him.
Yes.
I can see pain. I can see pain in his voice, and I can see pain
Yes,
in
true.
how he expresses himself whenever he's talking about those children. I've said
Mm,
this several times. We Nigerian men, we know they take children, they play. You can call us
Mm.
whatever name you want to call us patriarchy, call us Mugopa, call us any name. But
we go back.
majority of Nigerian men, the good ones, so we don't
Mm,
joke with children. We love our
true.
Yes.
children. It is
Mm,
always our coconut head where we dey get with our wives, especially when things don't go our way, that makes most Nigerian men come off as deadbeat fathers.
mm,
Please
Yes.
tell Daddy Freeze to change his narrative.
exactly.
Those children are grown now. Thank God, Brother Bill, you are here in the US. You know that children in US they grow like a Greek.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
Hello, can you hear me? They grow
Yes,
yes.
like a Greek.
absolutely. I'm listening actively.
if
Yes.
if he was divorced, if he was divorced 10 years ago, if you add 10 years to American children life, you are looking at a 6 foot tall boy or girl.
Yeah.
So please tell him
Okay.
to change the message. Tell
Okay.
him to speak to the boys through his platform. Tell him to speak more about loving those boys. And
Yes.
if he can, let him just make if a simple apology video or if it's a kind of appreciation video to just appreciate his ex-wife for raising those kids. That will go a
Exactly.
long way. He should just stop trying to
Mhm.
explain what the ex-wife
Explain,
did
explain,
that
explain.
make him
Exactly.
took the decision. The people he's explaining to, many of them are just there to laugh at him. He
Mm-hmm.
don't need it. This is
Mm,
social
Okay.
media. A lot of people will pretend they are your
Brother
friends. They are
Ben.
not your friends. Yes, sir.
Brother Ben, before you leave this thing, because I want you to talk on top it, I want to quickly say something in response to what you said, your comments, request, and or even that mom of five made one comment there. You see, you know that one of the reasons why I always disagree with that if he's way back was because he normally would, to me, let me use to me, in my opinion, I felt like he normally downplay and abuse people abroad. Okay, hold on. Now, when he started talking about his wife and all that, one day I said to myself that could this be a little bit personal? Okay, because maybe the ex-wife took the children abroad or something like that, maybe sometimes. But later something told me it could be out of just content. Man, this man is making this content. Now, with that being said, the reason why I thought of that is this: the what this woman even did, which is not bad nor good, was even done to Daddy Freeze in Nigeria, not abroad.
exactly.
I don't know if you understand. So when I see him come and say, I can't marry abroad because the women will do this, they will do that. But I was wondering, a woman did this to you in Nigeria. The woman was
Exactly.
not even in Europe when the woman took the boldness and took your children. So with that being said, I felt something different that, okay, this guy You know, I start from there because I still believe that Daddy Free still have a soft heart for those children. Not
Exactly.
being
I
born
said
them.
it's not moved on from her.
Not being born them. I believe so,
Exactly.
my brother. Because of what you said, that's why I went this way.
That the
So
freeze
I
never
want to hold on now. I want to assure you that Daddy Freeze, I've not spoken anything personal now in this regard to Daddy Freeze. I'm not going to lie to you. I've never. But I can tell you from my own observation. Because normally, what the person not saying, person not they talk about them.
talk about.
Do
Yeah.
you understand me? Do you understand? So, as a man, my brother, that comment when you say we Nigerians would really like our blood, I believe this man. If the thing not the if he didn't like the children or still thinking about them, he won't even be talking the topic. So I want to believe first that he does that. However, I want to agree with you that that moment of life that he has an opportunity to
Still do,
do
yeah.
different things, but how he wants to do it his way. Do you understand? So every man to his own tent. Do you understand? Every man to his own tent. So personally, I cannot promise what I would not deliver. I
Yeah.
could have ignored this session as if I never saw it or something. I won't have even been confident to come up to even say something,
Mm.
knowing that there will be even risk of useless, not risk for it to me directly. I mean, somebody misquoting me, but because I am who I am,
Absolutely.
I don't dread anybody in this life. I came out. So nobody should make a mistake that I'm here to breathe for him. But so you must have that open mind that because I know that DF with the things I see, I might not be right. He still loves his kids. And I believe
So
that if
somebody
he
dropped
has
a
the
comment.
opportunity, eh?
Someone dropped a comment here that even one of his two shows that people have offered, like, to try and give him ideas. He was like, he's
Okay.
busy. So I don't think
Okay.
he's actually interested in those kids. He wants them to be the one to come and beg him with their mother. That's why
Yeah.
he's coming across to
Well,
you. And that is not the way to go about it.
okay. Okay. I
He
got
was
you.
saying that
I
he's busy,
understand.
he doesn't have time. So it doesn't look like somebody who wants to actually go
So
and
it's a pride issue.
he wants
That's what
those
you're
people
saying.
to come to him with their mother.
Okay.
That is what he wants. That Agidi is his old age
Well,
that I pity him for.
ah.
Well, thank you, Brabio. Thank you. I really appreciate your time,
No,
sir.
but Ben, don't
Uh,
go. I want you to hold on now. I don't want you to
There's
go,
one more
please.
person I want us to actually allow to come in. Papi, please, I know you've been
He,
here
he
for
can join the conversation. He can join the conversation. We'll let them talk. Let everybody talk.
Papi,
But
unmute yourself. I know you've
Brother
been
you
here.
Bill,
can mute
how are you
yourself.
doing? How are you
Thank you
doing?
very much, Mom of
I'm
Five.
fine, thank you.
Thank you, Mom of Five.
Papi, do not
Can you
vex.
hear
So, oh
me?
yeah, Papi, you have the floor because I know you've been here and I'm sure you have a lot to say.
No, wala, no, wala. I was actually enjoying all the contributions so far. Sadio, you said a lot of things, but that angle that just came up that you are not looking at. Before a man could say something, he has something in his mind. I mean, I'm the kind of person
Yes.
that I don't only listen to what you are saying, I listen to what you are not saying. I get
Okay.
me, sir. I don't listen to what you are saying,
Yes.
I listen to what you are not saying. So
See,
that's how I can be able to strike a balance between what you have said and what you are not saying. The thing is that he is trying to whip up a pity party for himself.
exactly.
That now, as you just mentioned now, he doesn't want for a man to be out of his children's life for good 10 solid years. You don't have an excuse. I'm sorry,
Exactly.
I'm a man too.
Hmm.
I know some women can be so nasty and all. They can be so, wicked, whatever way you want to put it. But you as a man, not to make an
Yes.
effort to in your children's life by all means, good solid years. You don't have an
Over.
excuse. Now that he finally came out now to tell the story, he's not trying to like create formulate a narrative that will look as if he has been justified all along. Let me break it down. In Nigeria, because this thing happened in Nigeria. I know most women that left their marriages with the children, they usually try to use the children to get back at the man. They will do everything possible to make sure that the only way we can punish this man is to make sure that he does not get to kind of to be in the life of those children. It's a big
Yes.
point actually, simply because some really love their children. They don't play with them. But if they cannot succeed in making them to leave, I mean, to block the man from getting into their life, they think they are but left to me, the reason why I am under this case this month, I mean, this evening is that he's supposed to know better. As a man, here in Nigeria, a woman can be able to get away with it, but over there, where there is law and there is everything, how much will it cost him to go and fight for those kids?
Exactly. Papi, where are you?
Did it
Papi, are
cut
you?
off?
Papi, I think it's network. Oh,
Maybe it's network.
I think it's
Yeah,
Also,
network.
what is
Nigeria has happened to Papi.
it will, it will, can you
I
hear
think
me?
it's back. Yeah, we can hear
Can
you
you hear
now.
me?
He's back. Yeah, we can hear you now.
Now, if he had made that effort and it is still on the record, nobody can come out tomorrow and say, oh, he has not tried. Now, what internet does is that anytime these children finally get to hear about this or maybe get to see this story, there is no evidence that there's nothing you can tell those children that I tried getting back into your life, but your mom did not, because there is no evidence anyway. But if you have done something, it will be out there on the net. And then what he can do now going forward, according to what Uncle Beno said, is that he should try fighting a lost battle. He should try. You should try. I mean, you should stop to be fighting and to do something like image laundry for himself. He just come out clean, apologize, make a video, try to reconcile with that woman. Even if that video does not go far, people will record that, oh, he has come out openly, apologize. It is the woman that is no longer wanting him to get into the life of the children. Now he must go low to
don't
him
know
to
that
go
he
up.
don't know that he freeze. That's why.
No, I know him. No, I know him. That is why I'm saying this. I know he may not want to do that. But if it's really serious, like, because I could see that he's really feeling pain that he could not be in the industrial life for the past 10 years or so. But the only way up is not for him to be bruising. I mean, it's not for him to be like shining his own ego now. It's for him to calm down to get what he wants. What he wants is to get back into the life of those children.
What
And the
I
only way he can
even
get
think,
it
why
is
did
to
he
go
do the
down
interview
to get
set?
it.
Was it necessary?
Well, I don't know.
There
The
was no need.
interview to him
As
was
he
trying
has
to
already
like,
go and reach out to those children. Now it's a different case. I don't think there's evidence of him having reached out to try and get in contact with those children. I don't see the purpose of that interview with huge.
Because if you look at it logically, thank you, my brother. If you look at it logically, in my opinion, unless I don't have the facts correct, I believe that if you supposedly, because the way me I'm taking it, and that the freeze you hearing me prompt and clear. The way I'm taking it is that the freeze is actually a very stubborn person. He said it himself. He even said it. He will tell you I stubborn, die. So the truth of the matter is that one thing you should know is that if we now agree, forget about what people say about themselves, anybody can say anything, but the reality is different. So if we even agree that, okay, that the freeze is naturally stubborn, for instance, on issues, every issues or whatever, right, or on beliefs. So by that the freeze is not, the kind that it is a very difficult person to convince on normal issues, talk less of family issues. I don't know if you understand. So when we sit here and begin to talk about things that we think that the free should do and not do, I don't think there's anything we're going to say here that will be strange that you have never heard for years.
True.
That is the truth. The reason I'm saying this is this. I myself have had people talk to me on issues. Do you understand me? My mom have called me on issue. Initially, I don't want to say this about myself, but I will say this. The things I didn't want to do, when my mom tell me one-on-one that, listen, now me born you, see, do this thing. I ended up doing it because I still have that light ears to listen on that to that person. So what am I trying to say here? Please don't quote me. If anybody is here to say we want to come and talking that the priest matter, thinking of what he can do, I don't think it's going to help. Do you know why? Because Daddy Freeze will always still do what he wants to do. That is the truth. Me knowing him, so it will even surprise me. I've never asked him to do something. He said no, but I've never asked him anything personal, and I will not even ask him anything personal concerning his life and his family life, because we don't go to that area. We have never gone to that area. I don't know if you understand. We've never discussed my family issue. Neither have I discussed his family issues. So that's why I was trying to tell Uncle Beno a moment ago that I'm not going to even deceive anybody. I'm not here to say, oh, I heard it. Even this interview, I'm never going to tell him I heard it right. He will hear by himself. No, I know what I'm saying. You don't understand my point. I'm not a whistleblower. I'm not it concern me. Everything I've said here is on air. It's going to be on air for years. He will watch it somehow. He will seek his opinion and judgment. But me, I'm never going to say, oh, I saw it. There's no pretense about it. But what I'm saying here is this. For the emphasis of time, I believe that, because those who know me as a social commentator, we always tell you that anytime Sabio comes on a topic, regardless, he likes to deal with the lessons to learn from it. Absolutely. I try never to make it too personalized, except if the person have attacked personally. So what am I trying to say? That was why when I came in, I said two things: my own personal beliefs and based on this fact. So that the Freeze is never going to, if Uncle Beno say, help me talk to Natal and this, no, Uncle Beno, trust me. I'm not joking. As we are talking now, that Freeze can even be on this live session. It's so vast with internet. Trust me. As we are even talking right now, I can be here. So, thinking whether that Freeze will say this is a waste of thought, or messaging that, oh, I want you to think of why these people are complaining. These things have always been there for years. Okay? So he has taken his position. And I know that there are people far closer to him than me who might have discussed it with him. Probably his immediate family members. He has mom, by the grace of God. To the best of my knowledge, he still have dad, he still have sisters and brothers, who might have spoken to him in that regard. So I'm even taking it that I'm not here to provide solution for him, because I don't even have solution. Every advocate with you okay too. Do you understand? But I am saying, as he's listening to me, I've been my own personal beliefs concerning having a child. Quote me, is that you must try your best possible as your hand reach to take care of your seeds. However, if the conditions to which you are trying to do that did not allow you, you can't kill yourself now. So Mom of Five gave a clear example. If in that interview, if he had come out and said, okay, yes, things were rough, 3 years we didn't talk, I made an effort through my parents or through her parents, they reached out to her, she knocked it down, even this topic would be different, correct or not? It will be different. People will say, okay, everybody will not agree, because no matter what you do in this life, everybody cannot agree with you.
Now, somebody drop a comment. If you are here, please go and check in the comment. This person said that there was a time, I think he communicated with his son, and that the Freeze alleged that their mother has poisoned them. That is every belief of every African man whose children are in this care. So according to this person now, that I at some point that the Freeze allegedly cursed the son, because the son was like mad against him, obviously, because that the Freeze was claiming allegedly that their mother has poisoned their mind against him. This they are no more babies, they are young adults. So those things that he thought those children knew nothing about, the kids are grown. Their mother might not even have told them she about their father. Because that's why I said that there are some things that children don't ever forget. Me that I'm sitting here, there was something my uncle did to me. My uncle beat me when I was 7. I am 42. I still remember it, and I've not forgiven that my uncle. I have not forgiven him, because I've not had the chance to face him, to speak to him about it.
M5.
Let Sam Olu. Is Sam Olu not there?
Sam Olu, please come back. The link is in the comments. So
please, I saw a comment from him. I don't know. Anyway,
Sam Olu, the link is in the comment section. Please come back in. I will
let you. Sam Olu, if you are watching, come on.
Mama Five, but the thing is the thing is, is his choice, is his life. If he chooses not to try and mediate whether it's family or friends or anything, it's his choice.
Yeah.
You know what?
Absolutely.
I don't know why we're talking about this. Do you,
Who is
man?
talking?
At the
So
end of the
I
day,
like that contributor. Who is
Honey
talking?
it's
babe.
Honey
Hello.
Babe. Honey Babe.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Yes.
So as far as I'm concerned, I think for me personally, I agree.
Can
This is
you
a good
can you hear
topic.
me?
This is a good
Yeah, we
topic
can
in
hear
terms
you.
of. Sorry, this
One
is a good
second, and
topic
then
in
only
terms
when only baby, yeah,
of.
complete and then
Sorry,
count.
this
So
in terms of lessons, but I just wanted to, so I said this is a good topic in terms of lessons. But when it comes to us talking about DF, I think we need to move on. His choice, his life. If you don't,
100.
I mean, we've said a lot, and for me, he's not interested because you would move in a certain way, and
Right.
even from the point of view where yes, the mother has poisoned them, they're adults now. You can still
I'm gonna
have
mute
the
some of us
opportunity.
because of the echo.
You can still take the opportunity to at least, okay, as adults, let me try to communicate with them. Obviously,
Yeah.
they're going to be upset. They maybe even curse him out. But if
Yeah.
you're genuine as a parent, you will still try to talk and say, this is what happens. Even if they curse you out, which they have the right to, because where have you been for 10 years? He should be able to, with all the, when he's on live, he has sweet mouth, he should be able to convince his children that this is what.
Only
this
babe.
is
I beg. Please, you supposed to take it easy now, my friend. I beg. I beg. I beg.
sorry. So
Man,
this
I
is
see
what
help
I'm
and
saying.
some more because of
So
me. I
sorry,
beg.
what I'm trying to say is that in terms of his sweet mouth, he should be able to convince his kids this is what happened. And like I said, when I didn't see my son for a few years, I know things happened, and I had to condition and keep affirmations to make him understand that I love you. This is what happened. So there's a way you embrace your child again.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And I don't see him doing that. I think it's a choice. That's all. I think he's chosen to be like this.
Well said, only babe. And you can't speak more. In fact, 100%, I agree. I really appreciate you understanding that part. I think you helped me put it clearly. That part really, I wanted to just say it, or I was saying it, but I was not saying it clearly. Only babe really hit on it, which is when a man have come to a certain age and he wants to do his thing his way, there's little you can do. If you are doing the topic just for people to learn,
now you carry matter come, now you carry food come.
I understand. I get it. Yes, you are correct. I get it. But the truth of the matter is, it's personal life, probably. So, and that is it. And it's like that. Like only babe said just now, which is something. I mean, this is not for him, because anything I say now will be like, oh, why didn't he do this? But this is my own advice for any young man out there, or like us out there. See, even if a woman run your children away, even though they want you to do this and you can't do that, just try and do the small you can. Even if it's gift card you send to that address, if you know the address, surprise them. If you like, let them tear it, let them cancel it. The record could be there. I, as a father, there was a time I felt, listen, and let me say this just to support his case. Trust me on this. There was a time I felt anytime one of my child calls me, it's always about money. Are you listening to this? So I'm not joking, no. It's like the child will just call, and the first thing, hey, daddy, how are you? I miss you. The next two statements, you know that call there must be billing.
Yes.
What am I trying to say here? I sat down one day and I said, am I a bank? It's like, it's not about the money, but I felt like, am I being, how will I put it? Is it that they are raising this child in a way that he's seeing his father as go and collect? I don't know if you understand. Go and collect. So, but one day I settled down and I told the guy, I said, listen, I'm your father, you can ask anything, but know that I love you. It's not about money. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So, why did I give such example, which I'm not even supposed to give on air, but I just decided to give this one. So, I can go the lengths to bring it even to our own cases, individual, true life situation. So, the reason I'm saying this is my good friend DF need to also understand that whatever you do for a child, okay, even though that child does not understand it today, a day will come, because I've even heard him say one day that his own dad, right, was stubborn. He was stubborn. But
Yeah,
when he grew up, years later, he now realized some certain things. So instead of omitting those things you are supposed to do, and later the child does not realize, you understand what I'm trying to say? So, but
absolutely.
again, that is a decision for him to make, and he knows the best circumstances. Who knows all these things we are hearing online? Online interviews, things like this. Sometimes people even go to do interview to spark controversy, to
Controversies.
trend.
Mm.
Do you understand?
Yeah,
We see how
yeah,
social media is being built today. So
yeah.
what is the fact that we have? You
Mm.
know,
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, thanks so much, Uncle Sabiu. Mr. Sam, please, you have the floor now. Let's hear your views. I know you were in and then you were out, so let's hear your
Oh,
views. I know there's a lot of people here, but I really want each and every one of us to have a say in this because I mean,
I
DM they
think
carry camera, they set ring light, so I think we should be able to pass across the opinion on this matter.
yes, of course, you can talk about the DF. You have even made me to lose my train of thought because I came before
Hey,
Sabio.
yeah,
You
no
just
bet,
Oh,
no bet.
sorry,
because
sorry, my brother.
because
Sorry, please go
because
ahead.
I no get connection. You didn't call me. Okay, let me talk.
No,
Okay,
now my
initially,
friend topic now. You hold
yeah,
on,
I know.
Samolu. Samolu, hold
Don't
on.
don't
The
mind me.
reason why
It's
she
just
had to
time.
take me quickly because it's my person, so I wanted to make sure
I, I
what was
I
going
know that
on. So, no, no,
I
don't
know
get
I
it
know
wrong. Thank you.
I understand that was on a lighter mood.
Thank you.
I make a comment initially when we were talking
Yeah,
about parent not being there. I make a comment about my brother-in-law, which I wanted to address because at the time when you M5 mentioned it, I received a call interrupted within that period, so I didn't really know what you addressed it about. But Oliver was talking about. I said one thing I made about my brother-in-law was about 15 years ago because the child now is 16. He's out of school. He has finished.
Mhm.
He's doing his A level. I said my brother-in-law then, when he had a baby mama that had a child for him, and the court asked him to pay £50. And everybody say, how can he £50? That's too small. And I said BO, Uncle Ben mentioned something that it is based on your income. That's how they allocate child support. My brother-in-law was doing very fine. He was a contractor doing contracting job in IT, and he was paying the mother-in-law £200. But the baby mama now heard that he's earning £400 a day then. And he said, oh, this guy is making this money. He went to court to go and file for child support.
which is normal.
Fortunately for me, Fortunately for my brother-in-law, my brother filed the minimum income. I've been a contractor before. I've never paid tax when I always file the minimum. If you have a good accountant, you file your minimum. So I even file less than minimum wage. So you won't even have to come and ask me for any. I don't pay any tax. So my brother-in-law tax return shows that he has never earned even the minimum income. And the court, based on that, that is the tax information. Whether it's any
Mm.
400, 500, it's none of their business. They asked him to pay £50 to the lady because the lady was on benefits. She's in council tax. She's collecting child benefit from government, and you still want to. And the court said this guy cannot even afford to pay you. He can only pay you £50, and that was what they was awarded to her. But my brother-in-law, being a good person, he continued paying the £200. And I want to tell you that, some women can be very, want to take their pound of pleasure. My brother-in-law, and the court asked because she didn't allow him to have access to the child. It was at the same court that they make sure that he must, he can take the child every 2 weeks, weekend to spend with him. At the time, he put the child in a private school, and the child was staying with him. And he went to the court to ask that he should be given a full custody so the guy can leave it and put in a private school because
That's that's
it
shady.
was
Why would you already had access to the kids? Why is it now fighting to keep them permanently? That's shady.
no
It's
no
not.
no listen, I've not finished. Women, you always react with emotions.
What do you say?
Let me finish now, hold on. The child, academically, the child was not performing because the mother doesn't have time for him. And he was arranging other extra classes for the guy. He initially wanted the guy to go to grammar school, but he couldn't make grammar school. But he doesn't want him to go to, so he had to put him in private school. And the private school he put him is closer to to him. So he was living with, and he was different. So one thing happened is that the guy messed up in school, and the guy and he disciplined him. The boy went to his mom, and the mom had to take him to police station to take back the guy back after he has lived with his father for like 4 years, and he was going to private school. And when the mother take him back, where she lives to the school is very far. And the mom said she wants him to be going to the private school. And this is not even convenient for the child. And the police barred the father from seeing it because they saw the way there was a mark on his body. Because as a Nigerian parent, you beat your if my wife has reported myself, maybe they will have sent me out of this house because I've beaten my boys too before. Men can be very, very strict with their boys. And what he did, if it is a Nigerian, the lady is a Nigerian, maybe he would have reported that. And he took the boy back. And now when he took the boy back, and he was not saying, "Oh, I need this amount, I need this amount," and the guy was saying, "When he was between all this year, did I collect a penny from you? I'm still going to be paying for his extracurriculum activities." But he couldn't attend that school again because he even messed up in the school. And she was saying she should be giving her the money for a private school so that I can look for another private school. The guy and he said, "You are a joker." The guy, the son that they banned me from seeing again. He went to a normal school. He paid for his, but he has finished GSS now. He's doing his A level, but he cannot even have access. But my wife still talk to the child because the father, they have, there is a restraining that he shouldn't even talk to the child at all. So my wife is the only person that can have access to. So that was what I was trying to. I said, so when he was asked to pay the money, it's about 15 years ago, which £50 is still a lot of money 15 years ago. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That was what I wanted to develop. Now let me come to Daddy Freeze. I think there is a lot of propaganda or lies about Daddy Freeze. It's not that I am
Lies
not very
there.
close to
They're
Daddy
only
Freeze.
reacting
No,
based on what is used his own mouth to say.
yes,
Oh,
I have seen comments. Number one, do you know that Daddy Freeze, when the Daddy Freeze children were in Nigeria, he was paying the school fees. It was when they have relocated abroad that he was not doing anything about. And what really happened is that the wife lied at the embassy to get the visa. They lied that refuse, they just took lies that maybe that refuse want to hunt them, that killed the wife and the children, and that was how he was able to escape and travel to out of Nigeria. He lied. Or some of you were not addressing this thing. Somebody that
These are
have
the
lied.
things. That's why. Sorry, my brother.
Eh?
This thing you said now. Do you know whether the woman even using to seek
They
asylum
call
here?
him a
Go
terrorist. The
ahead.
wife, the wife told the children that he's a terrorist. These are the things that he filed against. In fact, Daddy Fish lawyer said he can file a case for him. They will deport the child and the children. Daddy Fish said that leave them there in a better place, in a better country. Why would I
This
want
is
to
why I said.
leave?
That's why I
This
said.
really,
That's what Samolu. May God bless you. The reason why I'm
Daddy
saying
Fish really
this,
want to
because
hunt the
sometimes when
wife.
you say some things, they will think you just come to support somebody. I'm
yeah,
not
Can
but
I
trying to
can I
support
all,
ask
him.
a
all we have
question?
heard, all we have heard so
If
far are
Can I
things
ask
he
a
said with
question,
his own
please?
mouth. So it would be lovely if that is X of now come out and counter
Because
all the things he has been saying.
One more
yes,
But
five.
when it's
M5,
about
M5,
One
M5,
more
M5.
five.
Hold on now.
Telling his
M5, you
story.
have good
The
points.
one
You
out
you
have.
there
can,
telling his story that to people that don't care. We don't care. If he didn't talk about his wife and kids, no one's gonna be out here talking
exactly,
about his wife. No one
No,
cares.
nobody is saying no. No, you are right. Nobody is saying why are they at here. No, you are not getting the point.
you can.
Please. Hold on 1 minute.
Okay,
Please. 1 minute, please. I beg the house. One
okay.
minute. Let's take it in steps because this is not about just about that. I keep saying. Now, I am saying that from what we are only gathering the things that they put out there, which is their own fault. It's fault, in fact, that the free fault, putting many
That's
things
what
out there,
we're
right?
saying.
yeah.
You should shut
Hold
up.
on. Hold on. Hey man. Hold on.
This paraing.
Hold
You
on
should
now.
shut up
So
about his kids.
Exactly. He
hold
was not bring this story out,
hold
so we are allowed. We are going to
hold
be here to
on.
the
Ah,
midnight. We are
man.
here. Uncle Sabio, carry on.
Hold on. I've even said, in my opinion, I don't even see a need for him to have brought the issue out with
Yes,
the
I agree
interview.
with
Did
you.
I not say that earlier?
You
But
did, yeah.
please, I'm not here on insults or anybody or whatever. Don't get it twisted. But what I'm saying here is this. Samolu brought, we're on both sides. Nobody is, this is not about being diplomatic. We are talking on an issue where we don't have 100 facts. And nobody have
Yes,
never yet come here to
exactly.
justify DF. What Samolu brought now is another thing to look at. You know, sometimes men can have ego to the extent that they might be shy to tell you the fact of the matter. I don't know if you understand. Like, for instance, hold on now. For instance, there's a possibility, because normally, we all men, even Uncle Beno sitting down here today, we attest to this, because I don't want to shine light only on Samolu. If Uncle Beno, God forbid, not him, his enemy, any man that their wife makes some kind of decisions that look insulting to them are typically rebelliant at the first instance. What do I mean? It's like you as a man, the average man, we are talking as Nigerians now, your wife take your kids and travel out without your consent in the first place. I'm not saying what the man did is good or bad. To the man, first of all, almost sounds like you are insulting me. I don't know if you understand. Now, I have even said that if that was really what happened, because it seems like that, he still does not have justification to even ignore for that long, in my own opinion.
Absolutely,
Okay?
I agree with you. I agree
Good.
with you.
But now, someone now brought a case that I didn't even look at. He said that from his own little research or whatever he saw, that it seems
Yes,
like
I've listened.
the way the woman left, they left with a kind of blackmail on him, on their visa and everything. And you all here living in UK and all that, let's assume if that was the case, I'm not saying it's the case. You all already know that in this abroad, if you use somebody chop aduro, you know they near that person again. I don't know if you understand
That
my
is what
point.
happened. They claim asylum
So,
against him.
yes. So if, for
Okay,
instance, now,
hold on, sir.
hold on now,
Somebody will claim asylum
I'm
against him.
finishing.
I really want to find
You
that
want to
narrative.
be in contact with that person. You can be in
I
contact with that
really want to
person.
find
Thank
that
you.
story. I really want to find that story. You need, because he's already put his story out there, so you need to be giving us all the details. You need to give us
So
where the woman
if that was what happened, if that was what really happened, that the priest is not wrong. Go. I'm not going to tell you lie.
But
He might be wrong.
why wait till now?
My sister, hold on 1 minute. Please now, madam, listen now, madam, can you just listen for a minute? Now you get show now. Hold on. You are the owner of the show. Hold on. You have all the time. You people block us if you like. Hold on. Wait first. You wait. You don't vex. Make she
Oh
fair
my
wait.
God.
Women don't go get this patient. Hold on. You see, I'm not saying that moment of five, cool temper. I beg. I dey look for where I want
Cool temper.
send you this thing for one just now. Hold on, relax. Hold on. You know why? I understand. I know you don't want to think of it. I'm not saying that is what happened. As we are discussing now, somebody brought another angle. I don't know if you understand me. And the fact that we already know that, first of all, because we've not heard from the woman, based on the man's view that we've been seeing online all these years, it is glaring that the family relocated, right, without his consent. That was what I know for sure. Okay. Now, Samolu brought a possibility that they made that move as in a way of escaping from this man. Now, me, I would tend to believe that too, because if that was really what they did, even that the priest will not, being a proud person, will not be happy to say, even though it's not true, my family ran from me because I was hostile. I don't know if you understand, or I posed a danger to them. I'm not saying it's true, but I'm saying if that was even what happened. Supposedly, that was what happened. We all know about asylum case. If you use something, if you use a country to chop asylum, if you use a person to chop asylum, you are not supposed to have communication with that thing again. Otherwise, someone can use it against your case.
Exactly. That is why I've never made any comment on
so that is why it makes sense. It makes sense why the woman have not.
Now, I have a question.
Okay, go
So
ahead.
Mom of
let
five, please, no verse.
let's
Mom of five, can you hear
yes,
me, man?
I can hear you, sir.
Please, no verse. I just have like two questions for Samolu and Sabi
Okay.
before I run come out, I beg.
Okay.
Okay, we are
Now,
listening.
Samolu, my brother Samolu, that
Yeah, yeah,
information
I'm
that
here.
the file for asylum, they put
Mm,
allegation that they freeze. Where
mm.
did you get it?
I
Exactly.
got it. I got it from Daddy Free. You know Daddy Free doesn't sit down to give all
Samolu,
the details about
my
his
brother
family.
Samolu,
Listen,
Let him answer
I
the
got.
my
question
brother.
Let me
now
answer now.
first. Ah,
You don't
Lord,
want me to
my
answer. You
God.
don't. You want me to say what
Just
you
I
want
beg,
me
question.
to
he
Let
say?
him
has
first.
already
Now.
answered the question.
Please, I want
Do you want me to?
Okay.
No,
anybody who
listen.
has that video, please forward it to my DM Instagram. I would love to watch that video.
Where will I get it? When I watch Daddy Free's life as more
Samolu,
than hundreds of lives, how will I want to
Mhm.
know in which part of? I can't,
Okay, fine,
my
no
except I
brother.
problem.
stumble
I'll
Okay.
go
back
and
on it.
see.
Hello,
I'll go and search.
But is there
Sabi,
hello.
any
continue.
proof? Does anyone see the so-called asylum application? The lady could have gone with an ordinary visa. Everything we're hearing about this woman is a one-sided thing from Daddy
That is
Freeze.
Listen,
I
possible.
don't,
let me
Correct.
tell
I don't
let me tell
trust
you
this.
something. Listen. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you. Hold
I
on.
want
Can you
Sabiru, I want Uncle
let
Beno to finish his question because I think he needs to
let
make Uncle
let me
Beno,
make
please
let
continue.
me make a comment on that. They have US. They used to go to the US. They have US visa. But as at the time she was living with the children, she went to go and claim asylum against Daddy Freeze. It's not that she went to go and apply for
So the
asylum
entire
visa.
narrative was being heard
She
from
used to go to
Daddy
US,
Freeze,
but
okay?
by the time she left, that if we say his lawyer said he can write a lawyer to the embassy and they will deport her with the children based on the lies she
Uh,
lied at the point of entry. That if we say forget it, the
Okay.
children are in a better place.
mom of
Don't
five,
worry about it.
Okay, thank you,
mom of
Samolu.
five,
Uncle Beno,
mom
Mm.
of
continue.
five.
Yes, sir.
Please let make my sisters make una no verse. Let us have this conversation man to man. Okay.
Okay.
The purpose here is for our other black brothers to learn that the freeze
Yes.
Thank
case
you.
that the freeze case has gone past Rubicon. But
Thank
for
you.
those who might find themselves in this situation tomorrow, let us have this conversation so they can learn. My question to Samolu is, who is the source of your information? The moment he said that the
Okay.
freeze,
Yeah.
I've already
Yeah.
gotten the
That's
answer
fine.
I want.
Okay. Okay.
Now, Samolu, that is you flying with one side of the story,
Exactly.
which I don't support, and I won't like you to do that, my
So
brother.
which one are
No,
all
which
of
is
you
the
flying with?
option that we have now because
Which
the
are
woman
you
is
all
not
flying
coming
with?
out.
No,
Which one
no,
are
we
all
don't
of you flying with? You all of you are flying with the same side, one
just
side of the
It's,
wait.
story, and
it's
you're
one side
making
of the
judgment
story.
based on your sentiments.
Hold on, oh.
You just
So far,
you don't
all we
like
have said
somebody,
so far was
but you
from
are
the
making
until this
decisions based
video
on your
that
feelings
Daddy
about that
Freeze did the
person.
tweet.
If Daddy Freeze was lying, why did the woman not come out to dispute it?
It's
She
not too much
cannot
now. The
because
woman
it
can
will
still come
affect
out.
her application.
Thank you.
She cannot. It will affect her application. She will never.
Uh,
Can we
let
Okay,
us
have
be
this
fair
like
now.
you
conversation
Forget.
said,
or
There are many things I don't like Daddy Freeze for. I keep saying it
let this
here. I'm not hiding it. Many things I don't like it for. But the truth of the matter on this
Brother
one,
Bio, Brother Bio, how is he
yes.
on? Like I said to someone in the comment, is he
Okay.
on record? Give me, like in the UK and definitely in the US, you would have it on
Yes.
record. Give me a documentation. Give me a screenshot. Send it to all of us because there's nothing on record. It's just a video. And I say to anybody, please send me the link for the video. This is all hearsay.
That's what we are saying. We are saying the same thing. It's in the first place, even everything you've brilliantly commented on this topic subject, all the information you've been given since, my dear, are all not based on what you heard from Daddy Freeze himself. That is the
This is
truth.
stuff. No, but
so
this is
all
stuff.
like I
now,
said, I just want us
Brabio,
to know one thing. When we
I
started
don't know if you
discussing,
understand my point.
please.
I'm not saying what Daddy Freeze said is correct. Listen, please, don't quote me wrong. I never said Daddy Freeze is telling the 100% truth. Neither am I saying he's lying. But I'm saying that as far as we know, everybody on this live session talking right here today, unless you want to prove me otherwise, anything you say here today is based on what you heard from Daddy Freeze. True or false?
Exactly. It's true. That is
Do
what
we
why
If
you're
anybody
asking for
have
evidence
another
from me.
source, let that person talk
please,
now. Let's keep quiet.
please?
If you have another source right
so
now,
that's what I'm
so
saying, Sabio, that
so my
everything
point is,
started
wait
with
now,
Freeze
mom of five. So my point is,
Freeze's interview.
Thank you.
Bring anything. We are reflecting on based on what he said in that 14 minutes video. So now, as I was saying earlier on, he said that his family relocated without his consent. This man already give no freaking flying F about those children. That was why he allowed his
Well, mom of five, yeah, mom of five. Sorry, by the grace of God, I have very strong retentive memory, and I'm careful of live videos. You know why? It will remain there forever. What Samolu said, hold on. What Samolu said that day, just now, with Samolu saying it again, it came back to my memory that I've heard something like that, but in a different way. Let me explain what I heard him say one time. I heard him say that they lied, but I don't know about asylum. Don't get me wrong, okay? I heard him say that. You remember when I first mentioned saying that I've heard him say the wife took the family without his consent, that he was even aware in the back door, but just let them be because he didn't want to spoil that travel. I don't know if you understand. So, which means that there's an element of truth to what Samolu said that he said. I'm not saying the issue is true, okay? Because really, Samolu is correct. I've heard him say this, what verbatim for verbatim.
Guys, don't worry. I'll get time. I'm going to go and dig out that video. I'll find time to go and dig out the video.
You want to see Anna? You know any video?
We go find out.
Sabio.
Okay.
Daddy, please do 3 videos a day. So there is nowhere I can reference the video.
I don't know how you take that time.
If I see, I will have sent to you.
People, M5
Sabio and Samolu.
We have work to do.
Please. Sabio and Samolu, please.
Please go ahead.
Let me just land my thoughts so that I can exit, okay?
Don't go, please. Continue.
If you listen to me since I joined this live, I have never made
any
reference to what Daddy Free says.
Okay.
Since I joined this live, I only spoke about what I think he can do in order to right the wrong he thought he's experiencing right now. And the reason I don't go by what Daddy Freezy says is that we Africans, I'm sorry, I will generalize, we are so good at running with one-sided story.
True.
And that is why I don't agree with what Samolu is saying. Samolu is so strong now that what Daddy Free say, that is 100% what really happened. Are you passionate about it or not? Are you also accusing me?
No.
Please, everyone, please, everyone, please. I need 1 minute. I just wanted to say that.
Okay.
When she came in with the children, they were all minors. Remember, because I don't think that he had any kid that was up to 18. Because in America, once you're 18, you're an adult. So
probably yes, correct.
She came in with them as minors. So that means she wrote the application, not the children. She was the one that wrote it and submitted it, and she would
allegedly.
So I don't think he should be angry with the children here.
Exactly.
These children are innocent. They were small.
Exactly.
Who says you should be angry with the children?
So
in this live session,
why has he not contacted them for 10
no
years?
What you are saying now is correct, and nobody ever said he has a justification if he's angry to be angry or ignoring the children. Nobody said that too.
He can be angry.
Please. Yes. No. I don't believe that as a man. I have said it here that it is the duty of every parent to take care of their children, regardless of the circumstances.
Exactly.
So I don't think Samolu even differs in that belief, Seth. I'm not speaking for him, but he can speak for himself. So by me and Samolu making that comment, and we are looking at it, where we are looking at is we are looking at the available facts on the internet, not fact of the matters. Because there's a difference between fact of the matter and fact that we know. Okay?
But Sabio, even though in asylum application, definitely whoever submits it cannot have anything to do with whoever was implicated. We know that.
Okay.
But that does not mean that underground without social media he cannot be contacting them or he cannot be in communication with them. Or no, that is not. I don't know.
I get you.
Think he can decide to contact them, speak with them, and he will not bring it online.
Okay, I get you.
Nobody can be like your own child, though. Whether na step, whether na my niece, my nephew, nobody can be like your own. And those children now are adults. So he does not even have any excuse to be saying their mother at this stage.
Exactly.
Because normally in America, if you are 18, even if you're separated from your spouse, you can talk to your children, you can do whatever you want, you can go on vacation with them because they're adult, they can make their own decisions.
True. They can
so
make their
he's
own.
coming online to cry every time is not the solution.
Uncle Beno.
To him.
I see what Uncle Beno to finish because we don't allow Uncle Beno to finish yet.
Because right now, I don't think he'll be paying any child support because probably they are grown at this age.
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
What matters most is him finding out a way to build that relationship with them.
Absolutely.
He can do it without social media. He can do it without.
You are correct. Yes, absolutely agree.
But can I make
wait? I have a question for Uncle Beno. Please wait. Yes, Uncle Beno is next to talk. Just a question before you take over. Uncle Beno, please, can you hear me? I just want to make sure you can hear me because this question is directly to him and I have my reasons why. Can you hear me?
Are you here?
Is it still there? He has gone.
Yeah, he's
I
here.
can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Now, it's a question, but I just want to tell you because this is a true life question. There is somebody, I won't mention the name. The wife left Nigeria with the children, okay? Because those children, while he was dating this guy in Nigeria, everybody here knows this guy, but this guy, I won't call his name, in Nigeria is very popular. This guy, when the wife was having the children, so she had the children in the US, okay? While they were still married. So because of that, the children have these passports, you know what I mean, US thing. Now, when this lady and the husband started having issue in Nigeria, the lady took the children with their US pally and everything and brought them to the US, okay? The brother of the sister of this lady now, is the one housing all of them or something, right? And the guy is not happy with the husband, that is the ex-husband. Are you listening? And the guy said that on one condition will he support these children. He don't want that man because he has, when somebody just have fracas with somebody, God forbid, I don't know how many women here have experienced something like that, God forbid, not our portion. Maybe your brother doesn't like your ex-husband or something like that. That man made it a duty to say that man cannot enter these children's life as far as I'm helping them. I don't know, out of bitterness, I don't know how to put it. Now, in such a case, the reason why I brought this case here now is because I want us to see that as human. In such a case, if that man in Nigeria had been doing everything possible to see his children, even fly to the US for different events too, but the issue is that he cannot see that children because the lady is already playing along with the brother and the family concept. I don't know if I'm making sense here. So my question to you, Uncle Beno, I'm not saying or absolving that he prays. Are you saying that if, unfortunately, a man finds himself in such a situation, and that guy, that social guy now in Nigeria comes online and keeps saying he has not seen children for years, and these are the basis of that, what else can he do?
They will still blame the man.
Sabio, the question is not.
I'm listening.
You painted the scenario. Can you hear me?
It's not a scenario.
The question is not clear.
The question is not clear. You painted the scenario.
Please don't mention the person. I beg. If you know the person,
if we are talking,
I beg.
If we are talking over each other,
I'm trying to tell Uncle Beno that it's not a scenario. I know the person you are talking about.
Okay.
I know
Samolu,
but please don't call the person, please.
We don't call the person.
I beg, please, because I know this matter well, so I don't want to say it's me.
Samolu and Mr. Bio, let's do like this. I'm also a host, I'm a moderator myself. When
Yeah.
everybody
Okay,
is
okay.
talking and we can't land in, we won't have headway. I will yield for Samolu to finish his thought, then I'll come in, as well as Brabio. Because I don't really like
No,
it
no,
when I'm
no.
trying to put
It's
my
you
thought
guys
out
need to talk
and
now.
people are
Now,
cutting me off. I don't like it.
who is
So
cutting you? No, go ahead and answer the question now, or
Can,
tell
okay,
us
now,
I
something.
let's
said, I
Uncle
said,
Ben, no, you have the floor. Can everybody mute
Thank
from
you.
their end, please? Let
yeah,
everybody
Mhm.
mute
so
from their end. So,
Sabio, I said your question is not clear. I hear you make a reference to somebody who have similar situation to Daddy Freeze, and according to what I heard you said the person was making all efforts to be in the life of the children. The person is in Nigeria, the woman is in abroad. That's what I heard. So, but the question, I really don't get it.
The question is the person or is making all efforts to be
Yeah.
in the life of his children, but because the wife have already moved to join a family in the wife have family in abroad, immediate family, right? So she
Mhm.
moved to join her immediate family here with the children. And part of the conclusion they reached as a family, don't quote me anywhere. I bet that family, no, I'm not talking, I'm not going to come out. I beg. So what I'm saying is, it's like there's a concession that the family now, because the eldest brother of the family is whom the woman is staying with the children. I don't know if you understand. So that
Mhm.
eldest brother is angry because the eldest brother is acting on behalf of their late father. Do you understand?
Okay.
So that elder brother have warned this girl now that the children are in his house for years now, that anything
Mhm.
that will make you talk to that guy, I don't know if you understand.
Yeah, I
This he will not
understand.
support the children anymore, and the guy is trying to get to help the children. Is ready. The guy even have this. I comes to abroad to do his normal job and go back. Do you understand? But he
Yeah.
can't see the children, and he's making every effort. I've even no. Let me stop there. So what else can he do? Someone
Okay.
close to this odd family. So I've even offered to link him with the children and everything. They told the person, please, we respect you. Just get off the way. We don't want that guy. So what can this man do? That's my question.
Okay. Thank you very much for that, for clearing it, Sabio. This is where I like it, where my prestige farm and my sisters, even man of prestige, thank God is here. I like it when they will
welcome, man
say,
of praise. Good to
this
see my
is,
good bro.
I like it when they say this is on a case by case basis. The case
Yeah.
you painted is quite different from the case of Daddy Freeze. But to answer your question, that guy who is doing everything to be in the life of his children, and the other brother is saying, no, you can never be. I think the guy is going about the case the wrong way.
Yeah.
There is something they have not addressed. Something make the elder brother to say, you know what, this man can never get in the life of these children. I'm gonna be vulnerable here. My own younger sister, the only lovely younger sister I have left, she had 5 children for a man in Mugo Park. The man was misbehaving, doing whatever I want. My sister was like being drained out. At the point I have to step in, all the way from Nigeria to US. I'm the one who is carrying my sister load and everything. I've said it multiple times before, like me and my younger sister, the person we married, where they divorce, we get 5 children for. We don't see eye for eye. Even our family knows. Anytime he's making effort, want to do something, if there's gonna be any meeting, they will either have meeting with him separately when I'm not there. He himself, no, he won't even come around when I'm around. So I get what you are saying, Uncle Bill. So that is why I said in this scenario that you painted, the man is going about it the wrong way.
Wrong way.
Because that brother is angry at probably maybe how he treated his sister. And the brother is now responsible for the sister and his own children too. In this case, that brother will lose at the end of the day.
Yes, I agree.
That brother that is saying these children cannot see their father, he will lose at the end of the day. The brother who is the father of the children that is making frantic effort to see the children, he's already doing the right thing. That is a smart man in my own dictionary, because now he have evidence, he has record. He can show the children. I traveled to US so time to see you, but I was denied. So for me, my answer is that brother, the man needs to go about it the right way. But so far, so good, the man has done the right thing by making frantic effort. He's actually, it's like he's talking and he's backing it up with action. So that's my answer. I don't know if it satisfies what you're saying, sir. But
Absolutely satisfied. Absolutely satisfied. Absolutely
okay,
very
sir.
clear. And I appreciate you very well for that honest opinion. And I much expected such a very brilliant answer from you because I know that you are my very brilliant brother. You know,
Right. Man of
so
Prestige is pushing back. Oh, Man of Prestige, the links in the comment section.
Thank
Come
you.
on, counter
so
So
strike.
now
the takeaway from that answer to me, which you've already said here, is what effort did you put in?
Yeah.
exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. So to address that the freezes issue, I'll first of all tell people this. I have a show on my platform. All my sisters here, they know. I
Yeah.
did a show
Okay, I
where
know.
I described one concept called MTS, manipulation through storytelling. It's one thing they've used against people in Africa a lot, even in Nigeria. A lot of we Africa, make I generalize again, we are so good with MTS. When we want to convince people, when we want to manipulate people, we tell story. And by the
Yes.
time you tell very sweet story, people like story. Very
True.
soon, people will begin to buy the story. If you can repeat that story over and over, you know, there's a way you will tell lies, and you will tell the lie multiple times that people will begin
It
to
starts to
accept
sound
that
like
lies
truth.
as truth.
Yes.
So, in the case of DF and his ex-wife, we are not in their life. As for me, I won't run by anything DF said. You know why? I've seen DF play hypocrisy before. I've seen him said one thing and say
Allegedly.
another thing tomorrow, allegedly. Okay? No, the videos are there. So I'm just being
We're
honest.
not too strong. Social media.
So on the
Sabio, now you
basis
call
of
it do
that,
social media.
so on the basis of that, I'm not going to run by what DF is saying, and I'm not
I
Yes.
going to
understand.
defend the wife either. One thing I've come to learn over the years is this:
Mhm.
I've been so fortunate to have rapport with a lot of brilliant women. I've mixed up with extrovert, I've mixed up with introvert. I've seen how women can move. And that's why I keep saying that as a man, if you are trying to show that you are smarter than women, you are lying. Oh. If that woman want, I don't know how to say it in
Mhm.
English. If that woman want remove plank for your leg, she go remove them. Women are super, super smart. But here's the thing. From my personal experience as a married man, and with all the lady sisters that I've had the opportunity to move with, I know how a dangerous woman move. A very, very dangerous woman who is very calculative will not engage you verbally
True.
Mm.
as a man. Once una matter reach one level, the woman will stop talking. The moment that woman stop talking, that is when the woman become more dangerous. And now where my gender they failed mostly be that. Because she stopped talking and you are talking, you think you are winning. Now lie.
Winning.
When you think you are winning, the woman they lay foundation on how she want to strike. So I see, I'm looking from outside. I don't know what happened that the free story life, except whatever he's saying all the time. And since I don't know what the wife is saying, but one thing I know the wife have done that I can prove is this. He gave that the free silence treatment.
Like me,
And
just
if you want to run a typical Nigerian man, if you want to run him mad when you have issue with him, no reply whenever he talk. Just leave him. After a while, the man will begin to talk like a madman. The man will begin to para. The man feel scatter everything because it's a slap on a typical African man's face. Say, I am talking, you are not talking.
you're
So you
talking.
mean I am irrelevant? So I think for me, that the Freeze's wife have not said anything, but you see that her silence. You don't think I injure my brother too much. You will see that my brother will say one story today. He tried to cover it up with another story
Uncle
tomorrow.
Beno,
The
that's
story, I'm
silent.
sorry, let me finish. Just let me finish,
Okay,
please.
go ahead.
All the story that everybody have about that the physics situation is what you heard that the freeze saying. And if we want to be realistic, you can't fly by that. And even from what he is saying, you can begin to add 1+2. But to
Yeah.
just round it up, the bone of contention here is that The kids, they are now adults. In America, 20 years, 24 years old, there be man and woman, they are not girls. So now we wait in Nigeria, they say, oh, he's a young girl. No, in America, a 20 years old, 24 years old, they are
If
now
you don't even
grown.
get grand picking self, you don't know.
They are now grown.
Hmm.
And what I know about American children, me speaking with you, I'm not pulling all this thing from my ass. I have an almost 18 years old daughter now, and I know how these children move here. If you are not present in American children's life, 2 years is too long. If American children, if they have a mother that know how to move around them, not to really show them that they are making deliberate effort to block them from their dad. Once American children get to that point where they draw the conclusion that, oh, this dad is nasty. Oh, this dad is a deadbeat dad. He didn't care about us. Bros, you are done.
True.
They don't care. They don't want to have nothing to do with you. So the situation is that whether that the freeze judge case of asylum, he said they lie against him. This is what I would say, my brother Samulu. I pray many people not experience divorce. The worst person you want to battle with is a woman you once loved. And now you are going through divorce. And the woman get to a point whereby she's fighting back. That woman will fight you with anything. So if the woman go to the embassy and say that the freeze na Boko Haram, na fight.
Yeah.
That's why I say life is a game. When you reach fight smart. Anything she said, it's a battle. Do you want her to go to embassy and say, hey, my husband treat me right and I'm traveling now with it? No. So DF should deal with it. What DF should have done is to take the high road. And what do I mean by the high road? You just immediately know that, the way my woman is fighting, I know she was saying, really, this with my head, no Korea, I don't need that. But how do I get to my children? That's why I made that recommendation earlier. It's best you begin to speak in favor terms to your children, not criticizing their mom. Every mom, all of us wait there here now one lie. Now you go admit, say, if somebody they bash your mama, you go still decide the person. No. You can't come online. You are a very famous person. You have people watching you from all over the world. That the freeze go live like 5 times in a day. People watching around the clock. And you are bashing their mom, bashing their mom.
That's his job
What are you
now.
trying to achieve?
That's
So what
his
is he
job.
trying to achieve? So my brother, may we pray for Daddy Freeze. Like I've said, my own take is that Daddy Freeze is a loving father.
Daddy Freeze don't believe in prayer. So how can you pray for
Why is
somebody
it
that
pastor
don't?
now? Why does he
I've
believe?
seen that the freeze take care of another man's children.
Thank you.
I've seen that the freeze being a passionate man, and I also know that the freeze is still an African man. All of us will stop. And Zabio, you are right. Many of we African men, our ego, if they block our nose, they block our eye. But that does not mean that he's a bad father. All I will say is let him look for another strategy to get his children back. Now they are grown adults.
Okay.
I pray God help him with that. Thank you, everybody, for listening to me.
No, don't leave. Hold on 1 minute. Uncle Beno, before man prestige come. Hold on, Uncle Beno. There is a follow-up comment I just want you to comment on. Thank you very much for that submission. Very brilliant one. Nothing you've said that is on this last session that is wrong. Everything is 100% right. I just only want to add that as a man, because we are talking men to men now. You know, now waiting the pain person, that person they talk about too.
Yes, true.
Do you know that if a man does not care about something, you don't talk about that thing anymore? See, there are some people that I've removed from my life today. I don't even know what is their profile picture on their page anymore. Even if you put $1 million today, say, Sabio, so person you close to them before, what do you think is the profile picture in the last 3 months, 6 months? What do I mean by that? I believe that what Uncle Beno just said now also further portray that thought, which I hear man of, because I want man of prestige to come up. I've been commenting, and I think his opinion on that is this: that the Freeze can claim to be hard man, but I still believe that by him talking this matter continuously, right, indicates. I hope you guys can still hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you, Sabio.
Yeah. I believe that him taking this matter seriously, continuously, it tells me that he still have interest in his children. Am I saying what is by him not pursuing them or allegedly is right. No, I never support him on that. I never said it's right. If he stand right in front of me here one-on-one, what I would say to his face is, oh, my brother, I don't know what really happen, no, but all I can tell you, you get mine, sha. If not me, 10 years, I know fit to. I don't know if you understand. And maybe the next thing would be for him to either convince me what he has done that he has not said online or whatever. So, in summary, Uncle Beno, I've said it. Anything we hear online is speculations. Do you understand? I don't expect the same topic that Chris will tell people online is what he will say one-on-one with people.
True.
Do you understand? Especially as a social media personality. He might not want to say some things openly. So I yield back. Anybody who wants to
Thank
contribute.
you so much, Sabio. It's good to have you here. Like, Honey Babe, Sister Yinkus, MOP, Mona can't talk you. We are
I
around
want to talk.
3 hours here. let's take it home. Like Uncle Beno used to say. Like Auntie P,
Yes.
let's take it home. We have 10 minutes
So,
to take it home.
yeah, okay. So let me just say, man, and I'll drop off. Thank you so much. And thanks for everybody that's spoken so far. I just wanted us to just my own conclusion on this is, like I said in the comment section, this is bigger than Daddy Freeze. One thing about me is I never look at how people are handling things in their life and then go off of that, because at the end of the day, whoever will do whoever it is or going through that situation will do whatever it is that they need to do. I try to use everything as a teachable moment, right? I learn from it. I take the good, I throw out the bad. So this discussion right here is bigger than Daddy Freeze, honestly. And I don't really care if he watches or doesn't watch it, because really, it's about him. He brought it up, but it's really not for him. Let me just say that it's more for anyone that may be going through something like this, or maybe you have a relative that is going through something like this. Ensure that if you have a sister that is going through something like this, and you know that your sister is holding her children back from seeing their father, that you're doing the right thing. The thing is, we cannot keep adding to the mistakes or the ills of the society, right? If we as a people are beginning to speak up, when you see your neighbor, your sister, your cousin, your auntie doing something wrong, speak up as a man or as a woman. Say, you know what you're doing is not right. Let them see their father and do the right thing. And if we see our brother too, our uncle, or anybody that is doing wrong as well, and not stepping up to, stepping up to take care of their children, then we need to come up and speak up as well and talk to them. Let's start from home. See, we talk about all this decadence and all this rot in our society. All of this stuff that we're seeing online, it started from somewhere. The home, right there in our homes. So if we want to see a change, we need to start with ourselves. See, I'm not about Daddy Freeze or whoever. All of these stories online, they are all moments for us to learn from and make something better from it. We're not going to dwell on it. That's why I keep saying in the comment section that it's bigger than Daddy Freeze, because there's a lot from his side that we have no idea what's going on, right? We don't know a lot of things.
Absolutely.
And it really is not our business if the woman doesn't come out to say her part, because really we're not paying her mortgage, we're not paying her rent.
Yes.
She has chosen to stay silent. She can stay silent if she wants. But mine is, at the end of the day, see, that's the thing. Social media, they say social media is bad. But for me, this is what I see. I take the good and I throw out the bad. So let's just take this as a learning phase, a learning curve for us. It may not be us personally going through it, but if you know you have a sister or a cousin or somebody going through it and you know they're doing wrong, let's not be quiet. Let's open our mouth and talk. Women do wrong by holding children back from their father. It's absolutely wrong. I am never for that, because I always believe that as long as the father is not in any way a danger to the children, there is no reason why you should be holding them away from their father. It is wrong.
Absolutely.
So,
I agree with you.
and a mother that is doing that, holding her children away from their father, I want to believe that the children are wise enough, when they're old enough to understand what's going on, they will give her back as what she's given to them. And the children of this generation, like I said before, they don't play. So in all, let's just take this as a learning moment for all of us and do the needful in our society. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, my
Thanks for
beautiful
having me,
sister.
sis.
Thank you. Honey
Thank,
babe.
thank you very much. That mom of five,
Sir.
please, correct me if I'm wrong, because honestly, I've not really been very active, but that doesn't mean I don't see things. I know recently, for instance, DF's dad did a birthday of 80 or thereabout, something I don't know exactly, but I know well, it's not a bad day. I'm coming somewhere. What I'm trying to say is they had as a family, the father, the mom, the brothers, the sisters, they had a beautiful dinner. I saw something like that
Yeah, I
online,
think
if
I
I'm
saw
not
something like that. Yes. Yeah, I'm not
something
sure
like
what
that.
it was. Yeah.
Permit me, I don't want to speculate. The reason why I make this reference to that picture is this. We know that the parents are even aware that they should be aware. I can't say allegedly because I know this one, they should be more than likely be aware of his marital situation, the old one and the new one, correct or not. So the point I'm trying to say here is that if his own family, everybody is aware, people that he definitely would respect more than any of us right here, are aware, and they've definitely must have spoken about it, and he has decided to do what is best for him. I don't think there's any speculation anybody can do other than what the last caller just brilliantly submitted, which is for the lessons. So the lessons, when you're dealing with lessons now, you deal less of the party involved. I don't know if you understand. So that is why I have said that going to Daddy's personal life directly, it will not even do anybody good, because not about him, because people are there. People are there to talk to him. People are there that already know these things, And if they didn't use that route, a 9 hours call will not even solve it. But instead, like the last caller said, we'll learn from it. We'll learn what could, if this happened to someone else, what could have been done, and everything will be on speculation. So I yield back.
Thank you so much, Sabio. I did saw a video. I'm not sure what event, but yeah, I saw a video, and I think that was the first. I didn't even knew that Freeze had a sister, and she's beautiful as well. So I saw that as well. So I don't know what they were celebrating, but I did see something similar. So Sabio, thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate your presence, and make una continue to talk to Napadi. Maybe God for enter. From what our sister has shared here, according to allegedly, that DF is seeking for those children to be the one to come and beg him. But well, good luck to that for him. Good luck to him. Oni babe, I just want to come round to you. So we are rounding up so we can bring it home. And on my screen here, there's a show happening tomorrow. And Abby, please unmute yourself and speak about it so that our audience can have a slight idea of what they are joining. And me, I'm super happy that I'm not working tomorrow, so I'm going to be here. No, I'll be a moderator. So Abby, you have the floor.
Hi, Mama Five. Good evening.
Hello,
Hello, everybody.
me.
That's not true. Everybody, we talk all the time. She's just not been live. I even spoke to you yesterday. I've even been speaking to her throughout the show. That's not true. But hello, everybody. It's Abby here. I'm sure most people here know me. We have a show called The Sister Circle on Uncle Benno's channel tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. British Standard Time, and it's at 3:30 p.m. What's the 3:30 p.m. whatever American time? I think for some parts of America it's 2:30, and for some other parts it's 3:30 p.m. Please come through for us. It's a new show. It's just started on Uncle Ben's channel. Tomorrow will be our first episode. And as you can see, the title is The Weight of Strength, Unpacking Hyper Independence in Black Women. This is a topic that I know that a lot of Black women, even on this channel, are very passionate about, because a lot of us are independent and sometimes don't know how to balance it with our personal lives. So it'll be nice for you all to come there. It'll be a chill time. No unnecessary buzzwords, but pushback and real opinions are accepted, of course, as long as they're respectful.
Absolutely.
So head over to Uncle Ben's channel tomorrow. I will put the link in the comments, and you can click. Please subscribe. Turn on your post notifications on the video so that it can notify you when we're going live. It usually will send you 30 minutes before and when we go live. Thank you so much. I also want to say that we've put in a lot of effort. Auntie Yinkus, who is one of the hosts, Honey Babe, currently, Auntie Yinkus was on the panel today.
Let me
Honey
share the
Babe
channels.
is also on here, and she's one of the hosts as well. Cece, who's been active in the comments throughout tonight, is one of the hosts, and myself, Gen Z resident, aka baby of the house.
The president of the Gen Z.
I'm also one of the co-hosts on this as well. If you know anything about us, we bring it to 100. We don't hold back, but we're also very kind, very sweet. And yeah, I just want to let you know that Honey Baby is a YouTuber, Auntie Ink is a YouTuber.
Yeah.
I've shared the links
There are
in
links
the
in the comment section. Yeah.
Lucy and I are not YouTubers, but it's been a lot of work, especially this last 3 days. We've been talking constantly, especially being in like different time zones as well. So please come support us and show us your love, because we've put our hearts and our love into it as well. And we hope it'll be a success. But obviously, for it to be a success, we need your support. Thank you very much. I'll put the link in the comments now.
Thank you so much, Abby. So the images on your screen are some of the co-hosts on that show that Abby just spoke about. So that is Yinku's my beautiful sister Yinku's Pepe's channel. Please go find her. The links in the comment section. Go find her and subscribe. And then Honey Babe is called The Rebuild Blueprint, where she talks about working 9 to 5 in the corporate world. She has about 9 videos. Like, Honey Babe, you need to get your hands and start doing more videos now. Okay.
Okay, boss. Okay, boss.
So go check out Honey Babe's channel as well. And then we have some small businesses, but before we go to the small businesses, I need to shout out all of the channels so far. So we've also got Man of Prestige. Like, if you're looking for any marriage advice, counseling, you're going through a phase and you want somebody to speak to, yes, you can book a one-to-one. And then whatever your fees, I'm sure Man of Prestige will still have a chat with you at some point. Book your bookings and then go have a chat with him. I'm sure he won't say no. I hope you guys can see his channel on the screen. I don't know, maybe it's just low on my hand here.
Are you showing us on your screen right now?
Sister Yinka's channel.
All right, okay. I don't know why that is. So, hey, I've got that much browser open. Okay, let me start again. I'm sharing all the pages again now. So let me share my screen again. I'm going to share the channels one after the other. So Man of Prestige, you guys can see Man of Prestige on the screen. Is our one and only counselor here. Anything that you need, advice, counseling, relationship, I hope you guys can see the screen. So Man of Prestige there. And my uncle Basbos, let me go and find his channel. Let me go and find my uncle Basbos channel. Where is it again? I've got lots of pages open. Uncle Beno, I'm sure you guys know. Uncle B has been here. He has blessed us today. Uncle Beno, my uncle Basbo, my coconut head uncle. So let me bring Uncle Beno's channel up again. I thought I was able to share at once, but yeah. So let me bring Uncle Beno's channel again. This is Uncle Beno's channel. Like, Uncle Beno, our real uncle that likes it. When the Gen Zs take over, our uncle just go mellow. And at times when he still do his coconut head, some of the Gen Zs will have to, to solo down. So these are all the people now. Nowadays, I've always said on my channel that please stop running to channels that are not adding meaning to your life. Make sure you are going to channels that are adding meaning, like great meaning to your life. Stop wasting your life away. All of these channels that I'm showcasing, I respect them a lot. I don't joke with them. And yes, they all had meanings to my life every single day. So I respect them a lot. And you guys know on this channel, I will never give you wrong. I will never give you fake. I will give you original. With that being said, all of these channels, please go check them out. Uncle Beno, Man of Prestige, the blueprint rebuild, if I'm not mistaken.
The rebuild blueprint. The rebuild blueprint.
Because I've talked too much today. I'm tongue tied.
No problem.
So go check them out, and also go check out Sister Yinku's Pepe's talk as well. With that being said, we have a few small businesses also that I would love to showcase. Once again, a reminder of this show, please be there tomorrow. Me, I'm happy. I'm not working for the next 6 days. I am super happy. So be on this show tomorrow. And like I said, we have lots of small businesses I'm going to shout out. You guys know Christmas is coming. Those my UK people want to come by my markets, okay? Here is my website here. I sell everything: scented candle, wax melt, car diffusers, home diffusers, wax melt burners. So these are our seasonal wax melt burners, and they are going for, like, I've had to restock my website of these products twice this week already. I sell scented candles. These are the things that when I'm not on YouTube, if I'm not at work, this is where I put my time into. Look, I love making stuff like this, scented candles. And if you want to learn this, feel free to come into my DM one-to-one. I will teach you, but you have to pay. Yeah, because I'm going to be giving lots of my secrets. If you want to learn to make candles, wax melts, lots of stuff, you can always reach out to me. So please support this small business, okay? Christmas is coming. Share with your friends and family. Oyibo people like candles. Me, I love candles. So don't be only Oyibo people, they burn candle, okay? And also, another business I would love to shout out to you is our Qualisa.inc. Okay, I hope you guys can see it. I might need to change my screen again. Okay, let me change. So that's my page there. Another smaller business again I would love to share with you guys is, if you're looking for designer dupe perfume oils, go to Qualisa.inc. She sent me 6 beautiful ones, and they smell lush. They have instead they are like high-end fragrances, but she has them in dupe, like the oil. Look at this one, first class, inspired by 1 million Pacoraban. All of this oil smells like the original. Like if you don't tell people say now dupe they wear, they're not gonna know say no be the original they wear. So she ships throughout the UK. She was able to send out from the US to me. So please go support this business as well. And also we have another business, and it's the business of our baby sister in this house. If you're looking to get married, you have an event, and you want to look open, but you don't want to go to an event and you want to be wearing the same matching shoe with the person,
Momo, can I just say that I'm relaunching next year?
Woohoo! It go big well.
I don't have time for this year, but next year you guys will have my full. But fashion will have my full attention.
Don't wait till she relaunched. Go in her DM now, so you know, so that you not be on the waiting list. I need to let you know. So Natoya London, you just aired out there. She's relaunching, but then you don't want to wait until she relaunch, because once she relaunches, people will be grabbing her, and you might be the last on the queue. So if you want someone, if you want to get dressed, get shop for products, shop for items for any event, she'll get you sorted. She'll style you, wardrobe creation. She'll help you source whatever you want. As long as money is not the problem, as long as ego is not the problem. Trust me, Natoya London will make it happen. And yes, the brain behind this fashion, Natoya London, is our lovely Abby Gen Z resident in the house, aka.
You see my friend in these pictures, Bella. She always says, "Is luxury or nothing."
Luxury or nothing. Luxury or nothing.
Exactly.
You know how
big girls.
We all know how we do it. Yes. So I believe I've shouted out all of the business we have in the house, and all of these businesses are being run by women who are the backbone on this channel. I respect them a lot. I love them a lot. And you all know we will never bring you something that's not real. So this show again, please be there tomorrow. And with that being said, everything that we have said so far, I hope we have taken a lesson or two out of this. I'm going to revisit this case again, because it seems like all the men just came to come and take over, but we allow them. I love Sabiu. I love the fact that Sabiu came in. I love that Uncle Beno put his input in. I would have loved to hear more from Papi, but yes, Papi was overthrown. But Papi, I apologize in advance. We are going to revisit this case again.
But can I just say something? This was very, very funny dynamics, because usually on Uncle Ben's channel, it's Uncle Ben and Papi that actually stress us. But it was so funny to see them be the ones taking the back seat today as they are. Power past power.
Don't worry, you be coming for you.
The way that Sabio was just oppressing people. I'm sorry, Sabio, I have to say it. You're just oppressing people. No one can talk.
I think Sabi already left. Yeah, Uncle Beno Melo today. I was surprised. I was surprised. My Uncle Baz go my coconut head.
I'm telling you.
Anyway, I'm still of the opinion that in the case of Daddy Freeze, it is the woman you had an issue with, not the children. No matter what it is that woman did to you, it is the woman you had an issue with, not the children. And just like I said in the comment section, people have said you're caring for the woman, for the children of another man. What if these children go find their own father, especially if their father is in their life? But I doubt that, because we've heard the story of his current wife, how our own divorce too was messy. But what if that person has actually woken up from his own slumber and is now in the life of those children? Daddy Freeze. I know say you be pastor, you be baba, like you be babolowo, you rub shoulder with lots of big people. Go and make amends with your children. These are your first offsprings. My brother used that word a lot. These are your first offspring. These are the kids who made you a father. Go make amends. Okpeke, more fresh. I think you've been here before. Thanks so much for all of those things you've dropped. I think I'm like I said, I'm going to be digging a lot, okay? But Okpeke has been able to help us with some information here, and he's made us know some steps that Daddy Freeze has allegedly taken. And it doesn't come across as if he wants to have anything to do with those children. But if Daddy Freeze is allegedly waiting for those children to come beg him, he's gonna wait till he turns to Methuselah. Because children of this age, they are not being molded that way. They are not bred or breed that way.
Sorry, Mama Five. I just wanted to mention something. I remember this because basically the grandmother is very close to my mum. And the daughter got pregnant quite young, 16, 17. As you know, the mother and the dad were devastated. But obviously the dad persuaded the mum to allow her to have the child. And the grandmother looked after her. So I remember when the boy was 6 or 7 and the biological father, I can't remember, he wasn't Nigerian and he wasn't interested. I remember that. And what happened is that the mother, who obviously retrained to be a social worker, she was now in her 20s and she now met another gentleman. And I remember where the boy was getting phone calls from the biological dad. And I remember one time he didn't want to answer. The mom said, just take the phone call. He said, why are you calling me, to the dad? Why are you calling me? You're not a dad to me. My dad is, because obviously she got married to him. My dad is the one that takes me to school. When I'm ill, he looks after me. You're not my dad. Fast forward, the boy is 22. They've emigrated to Canada, and the boy doesn't have any contact with his biological dad. And what I'm trying to say is that when you don't do the right thing and when you abandon your child will abandon you.
Absolutely.
So I think I think that's a lesson in itself, and people can say whatever they want, but I think you need to pull in the work. When we're parents, we are God gives us, the fruit of the womb, and we have children, but we are only gatekeepers for a certain amount of time, and we have to do the work. Yeah. And if you're not willing to do the work, to me, I don't see how you say that I don't know how you call yourself a parent. And for you to believe that you can do whatever you want because you gave birth, no, you need to put in the work and you need to be a good parent. And I just say that if you go on the path of doing what DF does, your children will abandon you. So that's what I have to say.
Absolutely. I'm just looking at all the comments here. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you. So, Uncle Dayo, like Papi, I'm sure there's going to be a part 2. Absolutely, Papi. And Papi is going to be the first person I'm going to allow into the house. There's going to be a part 2. All the topics, all the stuff that Samolu dropped, tonight, before I go to bed, I'm going to go and dig. God, if any of you come across any of those videos, please, Mona, send them to me.
How do you want to do that? DS lives are like 5 hours. No, not 5 hours, like 2 hours, 3 hours.
I have that app. It will give me a summary. Even
really?
Okay, I know what you
mean. The link of his live stream, put it into ChatGPT. ChatGPT will give me a summary of everything he discussed in there.
Mama 5, can you backstage give us the details of that app, because we may need it.
I will share the app
with our podcast.
With live streams.
Very much.
With live streams.
Okay.
Well, just that the way that the freezes live streams are not structured. So
that's the thing.
No,
with live stream,
I just talk here, talk there. That's how we.
I just copy the link.
Yeah. No, and it be eating in between. And
so I just what I do with live stream is I copy the link of that live stream, any live stream at all. I copy it, put it into ChatGPT, and ask ChatGPT to summarize whatever is in that link.
Okay, that's good.
But if it's a video, let's say for instance that should you will show the video now, even if it is 2 hours long. If you put if you go as if you want to share the video, copy the link and put it in that app, it will summarize the story for you, like all the points, either by sentence or by seconds where it was said, what was said. It will break it down for you. I will share the link to that app on the backstage. I will share it with you guys.
Thank you.
So, with all we've said today, I hope with the men that have been here, I hope there's 1 or 2 lessons. Like I said, you know what? Those children, you don't have any business holding grudges against those children, because one, they never asked to be born. It is their mother you have an issue with. And if the woman is telling you that, okay, there's an ultimatum for you to pay fees. So if she's giving you an ultimatum that you have to pay fees before you see them, There must have been a matter on ground that led to that ultimatum. But then, like I said, there's going to be a part 2 to this story. Me, I don't carry that the freeze matter put for it. But then it's all said with love, no hate. We learn from other people's stories, and we share from other people's knowledge. That is basically what today's live stream is all about. Nobody knows it all. And that freeze is saying that he is always right in his own world. I'm sorry, sir. No, you're not always right. Nobody's always right. I have to let you know that. With that being said, guys, thank you so much. All of the small businesses I've shared with you. Those of you in the UK, please patronize my small business. You can find me on my website, and you can also find me on TikTok as well as TMO5 Kanduko on TikTok. But you get better offer. You get better offer on both. Either if you shop on TikTok, but you find lots of products on my website as compared to TikTok as well. And with that being said, all of the channels I'll share with you: Man of Prestige, Uncle Beno, Yinko Pepe Talks, the Blueprint Rebuild. Yes, that's it. And yeah, I think that's all the pages here. Please go follow them. These are pages that had meanings to my life. And also, don't forget to go and get Auntie B's imported wife. Okay, I've already, because of Auntie B, I don't know why Amazon does not allow me have a personal account, so I've had to go open a business account with Amazon in order to be able to buy this book. I bought it, and I'm reading it small. I don't want to rush it. I'm on chapter 7. That's where chapter 7. I'm reading it small, and like I said, please, Auntie B needs to come and to write another book that will advise us, or that will let us know some things about wives who are not imported but are living as imported wives in diaspora. That is the next project for Auntie B to do. With that being said, these are all of my. If you have any story for me, if you want to collaborate with me, maybe you have a product and you want me to talk about it, or you want to advertise on my channel, this is my business handle here, or my email, thatmom5@gmail.com. You have a story, you want me to advertise your product for you, or you want to collaborate with me, or you have a show, or you have a topic, or there's something that, that Mom of Five will be the best person to come and speak about this with my wowulence. Not really wowulence, but the way I put my energy. I'm sure you guys could feel me today, yes. So you can, send me an email, thatmom5@gmail.com, bring all of your anything at all. You can reach out to me there. And also, I know some of you, thank you so much to Uncle Bisabio who have PayPal me, who has given me super chat. And thank you to Janet G, who has also sent me super chat. Yes, if you send me super chat here on YouTube, they collect percentage. They collect percentage. So this is my PayPal. I can accept PayPal. Yes, I can. Now that I'm going to Nigeria, I need money to do fine game, because I want to go to the Basis restaurant to go and eat. I'm going to Nigeria in a few weeks. Yes. So I want to go to the Basis restaurant. So I need some change. So yes, I can PayPal me, and I receive a PayPal. I've not even checked, but it says I've received money, but I don't know who sent me money from PayPal. I received it this morning, but because I was busy about to head out to work, I've not gone to check yet. So thank you so much to those who have PayPal me. And yes, I received PayPal as well. Thank you. And also, I've been trying to grow my Instagram page. You guys are not following me on Instagram. I've been at almost 900 and something for a long time. That's my Instagram handle, that's Mama5. You can follow me. And also, I'm on TikTok as well. I just share everything I see on TikTok, and I call it Just Doing Me. You can find me on TikTok as well. Yes, Man of Prestige is giving a shout out to Habi. Habi has moderated well today. Thank you so much to Gen Z presidents.
Thank you, Man of Prestige.
I thought she's left, but she's still there. So yes, you get your flower there, Abby, and Honey Baby's here as well. Thank you so much, my brave sister. Thank you for always being there. And I heard your messages as well. I appreciate each and every one of you. I do not take it all for granted at all. And this is past my bedtime. This is almost midnight. So I will see you guys later. I think there's going to be a live stream tomorrow, and the live stream tomorrow I have is about those couple that doctor turned soldier that his wife unalived allegedly. We're going to be discussing that
what
tomorrow.
Time, Mama 5? I always know those 7 p.m.
Yeah? 7 p.m. No, I need to do some product stuff tomorrow, so I need to commit time for TM5.
You can just come at 8 a.m. and start doing live stream. I don't understand.
Don't be surprised if I see any UK news. I can come and do 8 a.m. If I see any Kemi Badenoch, or K Stammer, I might come, but I don't think, no, I really want my long line tomorrow. I really want to enjoy my 6 days off tomorrow. But tomorrow morning, I want to
Anyway,
commit.
thank you so much, because we know that usually you don't stay live for this long one. Secondly, you don't
Yes.
stay up this late. Usually, everybody, Momo 5 is in bed at like 9 p.m. Don't understand. Well, no, 9 p.m. is prayers, right? So, like 10 p.m., she's in bed.
I need
So,
my
thank you
beauty
so
sleep.
much for engaging us and letting the live stream
I've
run
missed
for
everybody.
longer.
I've missed everybody. Thank you so much, Abby. I've just missed
See you
everybody, and I felt
later.
like, oh, people are here. Let me just give them the chance. So yeah.
Yeah.
So tomorrow there won't be any early live stream tomorrow. So like I said, this time of the year is starting to become very busy for me. This is when I put in time and effort for my business. Like I said, I have a small side also where I sell scented candles. So it's time of the year now. I need to go start getting my orders, getting my website replenished. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing all of that as well. So there won't be any live stream tomorrow. So it's gonna be 7 p.m. tomorrow. I'm gonna schedule it about 12 o'clock, so you will probably receive notification at some point. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, man of prestige. Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate your presence here. Thank you for that time. I shall see you all later and have an amazing Wednesday night. I can't believe I have a whole 6 days off. If you are a nurse in the UK, and you are still doing, let me keep short. I'll see you guys later, and please do not hesitate to subscribe, like, share, and that the free zone. All I've said so far, all we've said here is all in love. We are learning. Nobody knows it all. Yes, even me here tomorrow, you can even come and advise me. With that being said, thank you so much. I'm my beautiful sister Yinko's Pepe Talks. Thank you, and I will see you all tomorrow, 7 p.m. Good night, everybody.